This right here is for everybody who was told they couldn't, who was told they are less than. None of us are. Mediocrity loves company, and that is not us. This is all elite wrestling. You are all elite wrestling. Let me ask you where we go next. Whether it be Chicago, Jacksonville, all around the world, will you follow us? And I give you my word, we will never, ever, ever let you down.
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What's happening, everybody? Today's Tuesday, May 28th, 2019, and this is episode number 470 of Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
So this is what it's like to feel something.
Jose Guzman.
Broke one last bowl on the way out.
Kelly Harris.
That couch is a real pervert.
And Mahoney's here too, and I did not know what was happening.
I didn't know what was happening either. I got the link and I said, why not?
I send him the link every week now. It's just like, we'll see what happens. If he pops on, he pops on.
I like it.
Glad I'm here.
But that makes Mahoney the official wild card of the group.
Oh, shit. Wild card action.
Wild card.
I'm going to send y'all a picture of my shit.
Don't have kids, you guys. It's not worth it. That friend of ours today, our lovely single child-free friend, she was like, God, it sounds so hard having kids. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's not worth it. Like, in the cost-benefit analysis, like, it's all on the left. Like, there's moments of, like, yeah, this is cool. And just years of compromise in between.
You're still doing good. You're still building the future, Lee.
I think so. It's like, definitely, our kids could be worse.
Framing young minds.
We're going to fucking frame them somewhere.
They could be worse, and they're going to get worse.
They're going to get worse for sure. That's the thing. I'm not sure Nicole's going to make it.
Wait until Jax gets a Snapchat. Shit's over with.
Oh, God. Kids starting kind of this pre-kindergarten thing at the school tomorrow. He's very excited about it. So
very rad dude. Happy birthday, Jax.
Today is
happy birthday, Jax.
Happy birthday.
Kid was turned 5 today.
Do you have like just a pinata that was a crotch? That he just fucking pounds? Well, that kind of sounds bad, but
He hasn't been in
very
in a
bad.
while lately.
you know what I'm talking about.
It's
Anyone
been a
who's
minute.
been kneed in the balls by him, they feel me. They know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's been a while since he really wrecked a ball sack.
He's
So
got
I'm good for one in the future. I feel like
He's got that jumping knee, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, the knee's good. Yeah, it's just he's got good form. I'm gonna get him.
No looks you got to worry about is when he's looking the other way, and then he comes at you because you let your guard down when you think he's looking the other way.
Yeah, I got to keep that head on a swivel. Yeah, starting him in jiu-jitsu next week. So exciting stuff.
He's
Now I'll be able to kick you in the dick from all sorts of angles.
Yeah.
Gotta just focus that energy a little bit. This is gonna be good.
He'll be able to choke your dick out all you.
Very fun.
First move he does old school nut chop like in wrestling.
Just yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good.
Ric Flair woos and then does the Power Ranger move.
Had a big day today. Got up early. Went to went to Jump Street, like an indoor trampoline park, because he got the the big kid side starts at 5. So today he's like, fuck it, we're in the big kid side. I'm gonna run like a goddamn maniac.
Oh, that's awesome.
Had to run in the joint because it's a Tuesday, so you run around like a fucking maniac, jumping, flipping. He had a big time. It was good. Big shout out to the Nintendo Switch for making trampoline parks cool for people who don't want to jump on a trampoline park. Because Nicole's like, "You're gonna go jump?" I'm like, "No, I'm sure the fuck not. That's just I'm already hurt. I'm just thinking about it. I've already gotten hurt. So no, thank you." So
what'd you play?
I was playing an RPG called I Am Setsuna today.
Okay, how is that?
You were playing a game where you jump on trampolines.
Yeah.
It's,
or you avoid trampolines. Bad guys are throwing trampolines at you, and your objective is to stay on flat ground.
You gotta jump on the one trampoline so you can jump over the one that's coming at you the second time.
It's like that game where you're trying to like bounce the ball to hit the blocks, but you're trying to avoid actually bouncing the ball.
That's exactly what the fuck it is. Exactly it. No, it's a JRPG called I Am Setsuna. It's pretty cool. Tokyo RPG Factory did it. So it's the plot is not unlike Final Fantasy X. It's fun though. It's got a turn-based combat system, very much like Chrono Trigger. So like all this shit from games that you really like, that they put together. It plays a lot like Chrono Trigger, and it has it on the PlayStation as well.
Okay.
The only beef I have with it is that I feel like I'm very much kind of winding down to the end of the game, and like there's not a whole lot of variety to the environments. The world map is all like snowy and shit. So you think at some point, okay, cool, I'm gonna hop on a boat and I'm gonna go to like the tropical land. No, it's always snow. Like the towns all look kind of similar, and the dungeons are either these ruins or a cave. It's either just a ruin or a cave, pretty much. Like there's just not a whole lot of depth and variety, but it's written well. The characters are cool. The playstyle is cool. It's just a little monotonous as far as like the environments and shit.
So they just had a certain amount of assets and they just kept reusing them.
It seems like it, yeah. Like it's a I think by the time it's all said and done, I'm gonna be sitting there like maybe 15 hours ish to get through it.
Okay.
It's fine. I think it's like $20 on the eShop. I would recommend it if you want to play something like that.
Not bad.
It's definitely takes you back to an old school time. It took some getting used to. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna stand still for a while. I haven't played one of these games in a hot minute. But it's even like Chrono Trigger, if the characters in your party have kind of compatible moves, you can do the double text and the triple text. That's fucking cool. That's
cool.
Yeah, that's old school. And so once we left the Chuck E. Cheese, we went the Drum Street rather. We went to Chuck E. Cheese, and I made it motherfucking rain tickets today. Y'all.
Oh boy, like we were all a part of it. I felt like I was there for the entire as the story was happening. It was magnificent.
Like I was one time tasked at work with leading a project that the goal was to increase the efficiency of this particular department by 10%. I ended up increasing that department's efficiency by 54%. I was really good at this. That's still nowhere near as accomplishing. I felt nowhere near as much a sense of accomplishment as I did today when I found I had a game, the Sonic the Hedgehog ticket wheel at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you'd think that motherfucker were spitting out 20s. I was so excited. Like, I felt because I felt so good.
You get fucked for so many years on those ticketed machines and the prizes they give you. Once you find an in, ring it out for all it's worth, man. Take them for all they've got.
It's not even the game. You just go up and you swipe the cards. By the way, also the card they fucking change the game at Chuck E. Cheese now too, by the way. Where before you go, you drop X amount of dollars, whatever it is, and you put the money on the card and you swipe the card and it's like, okay, we're gonna take a point off, whatever. When your points are gone, you're done. Now it's time based. So you got an hour, play as much you need for an hour. I don't know that I like that. So that even more reason to fucking get what I can out of this fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's just Sonic on a wheel. You hit the button, the wheel stops. Wherever he's pointing, that's a ticket that you get. And I found out real quick, if I just do this, I'll get 75 tickets, the most tickets, every single time. And by the time I was done, I had the ticket room was like 6 deep, like 6 long rather, and I could barely close my hand around it. It ended up being 1,852 tickets.
Did they just tell you how much you had and then put it back in the machine?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't long before I was getting some looks.
I bet. See, I feel like at that point, once you have demonstrated the ability to get 1,800 tickets, you can get 900 million tickets.
Yes.
So they should just say, okay, just tell us what you'd like.
Yeah.
Right.
Have your run of the place.
You should have just stared him down. I can do this all day.
Because like there were games around us. Like I was like tapping the cards so Jax could play a game and just going right back to this fucking Sonic wheel and just boom, just spamming 75s. And at one point I had a decent, I'm gonna say a modest pile, and like a manager walks by and goes, "Oh, you're killing it over here, huh?" I'm like, yeah, sure I am.
Just like a pit boss.
75. And this fucking mom walks by with her kid, and their jaws just hit the floor, and I'm like, yeah, now this is really impressive. Bam, 75. It's like, I had to do that. I go, it's all on the wrist. Bam, 75.
Just screaming over to the prize counter to get the spider rings ready.
And I'm trying to get Nicole's attention. I'm like, this is incredible. I'm like, bang, hey, Nicole. Fuck it. Bam, 75. Bam! Like the hardest thing is just waiting for it to spit out 75 tickets. It takes a little while. It's a lot of work for the machine to do. And while this is
She's
going
looking
on,
at you like, I'm tired, bitch. What are you doing?
yeah, I'm in this Facebook Messenger just regaling with my tale of the adventure. And Nicole did not see this, so she sent a photo of her at this Pink Panther machine that she'd been playing for like 25 minutes. Like, oh shit, I got 50 tickets. I'm like, okay, come over here when you got a second.
Lee with a grill and just 2 stacks full of tickets.
Oh, her and Zoe come over and their fucking jaws hit the ground. And
Yeah,
before,
the picture of Nicole jaw wide open is pretty amazing.
Come play roulette with me.
They're just looking at your pile of tickets. Being like,
boom, hitting it. And I kind of wrap, Jack's supposed to go somewhere else. I wrap it up. I show Zoe. I'm like, hey, this is how you do it. And as I'm trying to train Zoe, but the third 75, the voice comes out. It's like, call an attendant for tickets. I'm like, oh, we're gonna call him, Sonic. Call an attendant for tickets. And sure as shit, Zoe roared that bitch out, and this kid would come in and load up more tickets. It was incredible, you guys.
The picture of Zoe cracking up as they're loading the machine up with more tickets.
I've never seen anything like it. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was real fucking impressive, you guys.
What did you get?
You know what? We walked out with Chuck E. Cheese style, a pretty solid fucking assortment. They both got like some big ass things of candy, like the individual piece, like the big ass things of candy. Some fucking like sidewalk chalk, like shit that you don't normally get. Because between the two of them, they walked up there with like 4,000 tickets. Because they had other bullshit that they'd been playing as well. But like once Zoe got a fucking taste of it too, she walked out from that machine alone. She ended up with like 1,500.
That's fantastic.
They didn't know what the fuck to do.
Shut it down.
That's all I had was just that. So I walked up because you can't also just get them tickets anymore. You got to put the tickets in the little ticket muncher, and it gives you a coupon that says, "Hey, this is how many tickets you had." And so I just fucking carefully placed this stack down, one continuous piece. I just had it in front of the fucking machine, and it's just I'm just sucking it back for like 4 minutes. It was incredible.
You should have told them you want them to put all the prizes in big black garbage bags.
It was fucking awesome, you guys.
It
was incredible.
Of Birthday Boy, the very rad dude, Jax, doing the Burt Reynolds on the floor next to the stack of tickets.
Oh, I didn't tell him that either. I was like, hey, man, go get a picture. And he just fucking lays down for full Reynolds.
He's got it. He's got it in him, man.
I saw this in the calendar once.
It was fucking rad. We came home, did presents, the kids played in the pool. It was great. It was nice. It was a lovely day.
I saw you got the pool all ready to go.
Well, it's clean. It is clear.
It's
There's
passable.
not a lick of goddamn chlorine in it. Still working on that because I can't get the fucking salt level right. Because the machine won't run to get the chlorine out of the salt unless the levels are okay. And it's just like high salt. I'm like, hey, how high? He's like, I don't know, your fucking problem. So now I gotta drain more water and put more water back in to dilute it properly. So we're getting there, but that's not stopping these kids. They don't give a fuck. They're doing it. They're just hopping around like crazy. The Zoe and her friend were in all week last week.
It's hot, man.
Nicole's like, you want to get in there? I go, I'm not putting my pee hole in that water. There's no way. There is no fucking way.
Did they know there was a dead frog in there?
I mean,
they're children, Kelly. They don't give a shit about a dead
they
frog.
don't give a shit about the dead frog.
Just as long as
You
it's
know,
not
there was
in
a
there.
dead bird
Yeah.
that you originally murdered and then posed a fake bird to return.
No, the birds were last year. Last year was the birds. I don't know what the fuck happened there. They just fell in the pool and died.
Sure.
Speaking of birds, I don't have a bird anymore.
Dude, you had a real full week. I'm so glad. Yeah. I'm so glad you made it to do the show tonight because I was looking forward to hearing about this week. You kind of killed it.
Tired. I'm so no bullshit. I'm so tired. Because also I don't get to sleep on the weekends anymore. Like, it used to be when the kids were small, Nicole and I would take turns. But now Jax is like, she's really unpleasant in the morning. I'll just guilt this guy into getting up again. And Nicole's like, yeah, no, I'm not a morning person. They all know it. Like, neither am I. She goes, yeah, but you're not outwardly mean about it like I am. And I'm like, that's fair, I suppose.
See, you got outplayed, Lee. You got outplayed by your wife, who carefully, meticulously crafted that personality over these 5 years, and now just you get out of that bed, and I bet she sprawls out and loves every second.
Yep, 100%.
Lee and I had an interesting conversation in the morning time yesterday when Jax found a certain movie on Netflix.
Oh God, yeah. So there's a new Pokemon movie on Netflix. I don't know if it's new or not.
It's newish.
Okay, yeah. But I just like, hey, it looks gorgeous. And the animation is great. This is a good looking movie, And
I messaged back, and I'm like, hey Lee, just so you know, that's the one where Pikachu dies.
No.
I'm like, fucking what?
I'm like, yeah, that's the one where he takes like a bunch of hyper beams to save Ash's life, speaks English to him, and then dies.
So I'm like, huh. This will be interesting.
Let's ride this out.
But, he rarely wasn't down to start a whole movie. And when he comes back to it, fuck you if you think you're going to watch it from where you left off. No, you start that bitch all the way over again.
Right.
So I've seen a lot of movies. Like, I've never seen all of Minions. But I've seen the beginning of Minions about 700 times. I think I've seen the end of Minions, and I've seen parts of the middle. I think I kind of figured out how it all goes, but never have I ever seen the whole thing start to finish.
Did you see the part where they help Hitler?
No, but that checks out.
Over that part.
Okay, that must be in the part you
strongly
missed.
implied, Kelly. That's just strongly implied.
Like, in the confines of that world, they totally would have helped Hitler. For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, that's in character for the little fuckers.
Yeah.
They'd have been bad at it. But yeah.
And maybe they're the ones who shot him.
Yeah, the inglorious bastards. It's just the Minion.
Just trying to clean his handgun and just whoops.
So yeah, so it was
banana.
But yeah, then last week, last Saturday, fucking no longer have a bird, you guys. I'm so happy about it.
I'm very happy
Finally
for
opens
you.
that window.
I just got up. I did something else. I was productive as fuck. I did something else, and then Nicole got up. Like, okay, cool. I'm taking this bird now. And she's like, oh, no, it was late. No. You got me with this late last year. Last week. I'm taking this bird. So I put that fucker in a cat carrying case. I put in the car, and I drove a number of miles. And a few miles into that drive, I'm like, I could just pull over and open the fucking cage door.
That's what I've been saying for weeks.
And
you know what you could have done? Instead of putting him in a cat carrier, could have put that bird in a cat.
See, the thing
You
is,
think that bird knew what you were doing? It was just waiting to see if you let a cat in?
he was so quiet the whole way there. Because, like, when I was laying, because like Jackson's
Dead bird walking.
He's very Jackson's pretty independent these days. Like, he'll come in, he'll wake me up, and like, hey, I need some cereal and some whatever the fuck. I'm gonna go get him cereal. He's like, and I can go and kind of lay down, kind of half conscious, for a little while until it's time to get up. But that was not an option on Saturday because for 30 minutes, every 2.5 seconds, this fucking bird was just shrieking at me. And I'm like,
what you gonna do? I heard you talk.
Today's the day. There's a 0% fucking chance that you're here tomorrow. Like, there is no fucking way. So the time came, we did it, and get to the pet store. And you can't just let them go because they all have like a little bracelet on their foot. And like, there's like a number on that's like a tied to you. So they
know.
So,
somebody gets all up and you're like, hey, why does this asshole let his bird go? I'm like, because
have you ever caught a bird? Who cares if it's wearing an anklet? Nobody's gonna ever catch that bird.
If you go outside and see a bird wearing clothes, you're gonna want to investigate.
There's not a question.
You're gonna shoot a net bazooka at it and catch it? Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't know what kind of like EPA fines there could be if I just let this bird go and it dies and somebody finds a dead bird with a bracelet on. It's like a fucking DNR for an old person. Don't want that shit. But I take it to the pet store. They're like, anything wrong with it? I go, no, I just don't want it anymore. I can't have it with this fucking bird. We're like I said, there's somebody out there who wants this bird. I don't want this bird. And she's like, is he sweet? And there's like a beat, and I go, yeah, he's the sweetest. Like, if I say he's an asshole, they might be like, no thanks, we don't take asshole birds here. Then no, the bird is the sweetest bird. Let's go. Fucking wrap this thing up. But yeah, it's been a big week. I'm tired, and I got to back to work tomorrow. But I got a lot of shit coming up. I got fucking Letterkenny in a few weeks, and then we got all of us are getting together for the weeks after that. Like it's gonna be, there's gonna be time to relax coming up. So I'm in the sprint mode for the next few weeks. It's gonna be good. But yeah, it's
killing it, man. You're killing it.
Killing something. Something's happening. What's going on with you, Kelly?
Not much. Just kind of still gearing up for the trip.
That's like soon.
Yeah, I'll be in Japan this time next week.
Look at that shit. I'm very excited for you.
I am too. So like I've figured out kind of how I'm gonna lay out my day at least, because like my flight's at 7:30 in the morning, and that's a flight to Seattle. So I can sleep from there on that flight and get like another 4 hours in, and then I can just stay up for the whole trip to Tokyo.
Why?
Because I doubt I'll just like because I have an aisle seat for that, so I don't think I won't be able to like rest my head on
good luck with that. It'll be just butts.
Yeah.
Chorus of butts on the elbow.
It depends on how crowded the flight is.
Bring a book bag. And
it's pretty crowded.
A pillow. Drop that fucking back table thing.
Yeah, you just lean forward.
Lay on the backpack. This is what I do. Backpack. Definitely have a sweater.
Dramamine.
Sweater becomes your fucking
blanket,
or you cushion you
extra
fold
pillow.
it up, use it as a pillow. And fucking get a pillow. Fuck it. Get a pillow. Buy a pillow for the trip, and just fucking put that pillow on the backpack, because you need the backpack to lift you up a little bit, because it gets very uncomfortable really fucking quick.
Yeah.
Slouched over. But use the backpack for some height. It's not as bad. You're just kind of leaning forward. And
okay.
It's good shit. And Dramamine, make sure you get the drowsy type. That way it kind of puts you to fucking sleep.
Well, do you get motion sick, Kelly?
No.
Then maybe just go with some like Z-Quil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some melatonin.
Yeah, I might need something, because like I already have a hard enough time getting to sleep. Like I always have to lay in bed for a good long time before I actually fall asleep.
Yeah, that'll help with the jet lag too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I land, it'll be like 4:30 in the afternoon.
Well, the more
That's not too bad. Yeah, so you'll have like one day where you're kind of groggy, and then you'll be...
Yeah. Like I'm just gonna go to bed early that night but then I think I'll be all right. Because, yeah, the flight itself from Seattle to Japan is 9.5 hours, I think.
That's not too bad.
No,
Not
could
the
be
worst. But if
Back-
you can time travel that 9 hours, even better.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Backpack, buy a fucking pillow, don't give a fuck, and then you just use it on the flight and fucking toss it. Who gives a fuck? Sweater. Or
Yeah,
not
no,
a
I'm
sweater,
liking the backpack and sweater idea.
I boarded over 75 planes last year.
Jesus.
I got it down pat.
How many of those did you miss?
I only missed one flight, but shout out Southwest A-list fucking got me on standby the next flight, no charges.
Shout
Nice.
out.
So fucking shout out Southwest A-list. Southwest first class, it's that seat right on the fucking emergency doors.
Oh, that's
The
the
right-hand
right
side.
there.
Yeah, ever since you told me that, I look out for that seat every time I fly
Fuck
with
yeah.
Southwest.
Now, when you go inside the plane, if it's like an off-white, it's the older one. It only has the Southwest first class on the right side. If you go on the plane and it's like a clean white, it's one of the newer planes. It has it on both sides, left and the right.
I'm doing Delta for this flight. Do you have any
Oh.
tips for that?
Pray to whatever God you think will listen.
Yeah, here's my thing. With Delta, American, and the ones like that, I really always feel sardined because
Okay.
it feels like rows that should be 3 seats are 4 seats. And I'm not a big fan of fucking being crammed in and herded. I feel herded on some of those airlines. Southwest is kind of chill. And here's the other thing is if you don't have A-list, they do the early bird, which for like
early bird check-in rules.
yeah, the early bird's the shit. You pay 15 each way, or 15 to 30, something like that each way, and they check you in automatically, and you're guaranteed something in the A-list, which is fucking sweets.
Fucking
Which
the man knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I recommend to anybody. And if y'all ain't pre-check, you better get pre-check.
I'm really thinking about doing TSA pre-check.
I live okay. My drive to the airport is 15 minutes, but my record from my doorstep to sitting at my gate and I hit McDonald's half hour.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Pre-check is the shit. When you go in and you just walk by all them suckers.
What a bunch of fucking dummies. Bunch of traveling Melvins.
Now, what kind of tips can you guys give me for international travel? Because I know you're both international men.
Do you have a power converter adapter?
Yes. Make sure
I
your power's
don't-
legit.
But I don't think I'll need one because theirs are pretty much like ours, but only a 2-prong, and I'm not bringing anything with me that has a 3-prong.
All right. Are you
I'd
bringing?
still maybe get. I would get an adapter to be safe.
What's
Yeah,
the harm in bringing one?
Yeah, because
Like a
also
little pocket size, or
Size
like
of
the
a golf
one.
ball.
Who you found it? That little what is it? The like the surge protector / power box.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That little one is the shit.
and it's got USB ports on it because you never know how few outlets these hotels are going to have
Yeah.
either.
And definitely a rechargeable like power pack.
He's been looking
Just
for one of
bought-
those.
I just got one of those in the mail today.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
good
saw
call,
you
good
put
call.
out the word about those on Twitter.
Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah,
go
I
with?
found
There's nothing wrong with having backup power just in case you can't get to a plug or you're whatever the fuck reason.
Ghidorah,
Always.
Mothra.
Yakuza.
Kelly
You
knows
find
exactly
leak
what
on
to
your
do
phone
with
a
the
week
Yakuza.
later.
You help them change their diaper, and then you slap them with a fish, and
Yep.
it goes fine.
Yeah.
I recommend for your hotel a 10-foot charging cord for your phone.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Mahoney got me a fucking long ass charging cord for Christmas a couple years ago. I've never looked back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It is the shit.
Interesting. I've never thought about that.
I got a couple off of Amazon that were, I think, $10 a piece. I don't know if they're 10-foot, but they're pretty long, and they're the like braided metal cords, so they don't fray.
Go ahead and get a nice legit set of fucking charging cables up in this bitch.
Are you bringing a camera? Or are you just
hitting
gonna
Amazon right now?
Definitely fucking load up on some airborne. I like to start airborning like a day or two before I even travel.
Okay.
Just to kind of like pre-game it and then make sure I take one the day of, and then I'll even take one a day or two after. Like buy a sleeve of those and just split that up for a couple days before you leave the travel day and then after, and then just do one each. So you're kind of getting ready, because those long flights, a lot of fucking germs, man. And you get in those other countries, they don't fuck around. They wear masks.
Yeah. I'd also say, if you have room in your carry-on or you're checked, get a bunch of different kinds of snacks that you'd normally eat.
No, I always bring snacks.
Just in case.
Get your fucking favorite trail mix and get a couple of those, like those little baggies, the little Ziplocs. Make your own little pouches of them. Something.
Mel in the chat says, stay hydrated, Kelly.
Yeah. But it's going to suck because, during the flight, you're going to have to buy shit after. Oh, yeah. Don't go to the duty free before security.
Oh, no. Never.
Or you're going to be chugging a bottle of
black and white. with 3 security guards with AKs watch you.
Glug, 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 glug,
and
glug.
fucking laugh.
What a time.
So yeah, make sure you're on the other side security, then duty free, all good.
And you should at least figure out how to say one pickup line in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Just practice it. Find something.
And then give them that like innocent look, like what I say. Is that not appropriate here in your land?
Because do not underestimate the novelty of a white boy in Japan.
A little fucking guaylo running around the city. Just want to watch some wrestling.
They thought I was Hodor in India and WWE.
You are WWE.
I am. I was in the paper.
Yep.
Choo choo Magoo.
I'm excited for you,
Here we go.
dude.
Here we go, Kelly.
これはあなたのためです。ジェイデン。
Nice.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. What does
All
it
right.
say?
Commit that to memory. It says, this one's for you, Jaden.
これはあなたのためです。ジェイデン。
Yep. There's Jada. All right. This one's for you.
Yep, perfect. You say that, you kind of cheers your glass at her. Sold.
Yep. I wink into the sky.
Yeah, you should also take some pictures around Tokyo doing like anime poses, and then we can superimpose that shit later. So, are you going to that show that Moxley's going to be at?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, we've had tickets to that for a while now.
Not knowing what the lineup was, just knowing you were going.
Let's fucking talk, because I know Kelly watched it. Me and Kelly are the only...
I wish that I would have made that happen. It sounded like it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a great show.
It was down to the last couple hours before the show, before me and Mary talked about getting it, because it was $50 for Bleacher Report Live. $60 if you were ordering it through like DirecTV or something.
Lame.
So it's kind of like, man, that's a lot for a pay-per-view. But then it's kind of like, man, we flew to Chicago for All In because of the revolution of it all. Fucking
That's a very valid point.
cough up $50, support these dudes. It was the first all elite wrestling event, Double or Nothing, essentially a sequel to All In from last year, and they fucking brought the thunder, you guys. Like,
Yeah, it was a great show.
it started at 7 with the pre-show, and it went until about what would you say, 11:40 ish?
Yeah,
Jesus
it was
Christ.
like
So it was
20 or
still
so minutes
a
short of the
4.5 hour show, but it didn't.
How long was pre-show? When
An
did
hour.
the actual first match start?
The pre-show was the Battle Royal and then a singles match between Sammy Guevara and what's dude's name?
Billy Joy
Kip
Bob Brown.
Sabian.
Pinsky?
Kip Sabian, yeah. Sweet dick, real sweet dick.
yeah.
But compared to like a WWE thing, like a WrestleMania, which is what, 7 hours, it
Oh
didn't
my god,
feel
it's like 2 days.
it didn't feel like you were being punished with how long it was.
No, and it was such a well-paced show.
Right up front, a lot of technical issues, a lot of weird choices, some timing things. The one commentator needs to go.
Yeah, that dude
The
sucks.
third man. They got
I
Excalibur.
kept forgetting he was there.
Yeah, he feels like he was a Home Shopping Network guy, and he's just there to sell All Elite Wrestling
Yeah.
because he
he kept doing the ad reads.
yeah,
They're like,
and for
you
like
gotta get your pay-per-view now.
exactly. But he would just stare in the camera like a deer in the headlights. He's just he was a charisma vacuum.
Oh,
But he was up against Excalibur, luchador commentator, and Jim Ross, who, has lost a step in the past 10 years.
But he was the best he's been in quite a while.
It was fucking cool when the pay-per-view started and the first voice you heard was Jim Ross, no doubt. Like, they're doing that sweeping crane shot around the sold-out MGM Grand, and you hear JR, and it's like, holy shit, we're back, baby. It feels like old times.
Yeah. Like, and honestly, Excalibur and JR have really great chemistry, and I never would have expected that.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's like telling Grandpa about the new wrestling.
Yeah. And it really seemed like JR enjoyed the show, too.
It was fun, man.
Probably a breath of fresh air to him.
Well, because he'd done commentary on the New Japan shows, and it never seemed like he was enjoying himself.
Well, maybe that man's been through some shit. I don't know.
Well, he has. I mean, he lost his wife.
definitely.
Yeah.
Got his ass fired.
Maybe it just wasn't in his cards then. It right opportunity, wrong mindset.
But they're going to have to. They can't lean on JR for forever.
No.
So it needs some work. They just need to work out a few wrinkles here and there. I'm interested to see what their initial actual roster consists of, because if you look at the Battle Royal in the beginning, if they sign half those dudes, they're going to be killers when it comes to a roster. Like,
Do you know anything about the live show, like the weekly show?
They didn't really talk about it. I don't even know if they really teased it much at all during the pay-per-view. But
I was curious as to the length of it.
Oh,
Like,
they're
if it-
I
talking.
think it'll be 2 hours.
Yeah, they're talking 2 hours weekly.
I
too
looked
bad.
it up, Lee, and it said it's going to be too long.
before that, one of my favorite things about Lucha Underground is that it was an hour in and out,
And that's one of the good things about NXT too. But
and the cool thing about that was that like Lucha Underground had a really big roster, but the shows are so short that you would go a couple weeks without seeing maybe even your favorite guy.
right.
But that's still kind of cool. It makes it special when somebody you give a shit comes out, because they're not feeding you the same thing every single week. Like it's actually a novelty when the fucking your favorite team comes out. It's cool. I like that. I like not being able to see all the hits every single week.
Well, it's
Keep the
still
stories fresh.
It's still only going to be 2 hours, and they're gonna have a pretty deep roster just starting off the bat. So
Yeah.
there could be some a lot of the people who I expected to have singles matches on the main card got put into the Battle Royal. Like Joey Janela was in there, MJF was in there, both of them doing great work. Joey Janela,
Janela up in that. Good for him.
Oh, Joey Janela has been set up to be a fucking huge superstar.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
He got his spot in the Battle Royal where he got thrown through a table by Luchasaurus,
and it looked like he almost died.
Yeah.
Because he probably
That guy's so fucking scary.
Luchasaurus?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Luchasaurus with Jungle Boy on his shoulders is...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. What?
Well,
Son of Luke Perry, Jungle Boy.
Where did I lose you, Jose?
No names. No names. Do this whole update, but no names.
So that's what's up, huh?
What's up?
Nothing.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
The phrase the phrase "son of Luke Perry Jungle Boy" was just thrown out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's like, is that just like a thing that people say?
No, he's actually Luke Perry's
son. Yeah, he's
son
actually Luke Perry's son.
And his name is Jungle Boy.
Yes.
Yes, his wrestling name is Jungle Boy, and he's Luke Perry's son.
Yes.
All right.
He's got like a Tarzan gimmick. He's got this wild curly hair. He's got the Luke Perry sideburns. He just
looks like Luke Perry, but Tarzan.
Yeah, he looks like a little twink.
A prehistoric
Tarzan.
90210.
So what about 90210?
Prehistoric 90210.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's like 90210, but you put dinosaur legs on it.
Yeah.
And Luchasaurus is this huge dude with what looks like a dinosaur mask on. And Jungle Boy hops on his shoulders, and it looks like the coolest tag team you might have ever seen in your life.
You know what?
A fucking
Not gonna lie.
Tarzan riding a dinosaur.
That
Wrestling.
specific image sounds a little cool. That's as far as I'm willing to go.
Moon Boy and Devil Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm so in.
I feel like probably the weakest spot on the card was the women's match, but I did like seeing Awesome Kong come back, even though I guess you're not a big fan, Kelly.
She was bad. She's got a lot of ring rust.
I can imagine. I didn't notice her looking bad. Maybe I was just...
Well, she was barely in it, too.
Yeah.
Like, they kept her on the outside as much as possible.
But Nyla Rose's gear, they need to do something about that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Nyla Rose, transgender woman's wrestler, Native American, huge, but just the gear just did not work. And
gear, not good gear.
You're trying to win over the normies, like, work on it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I did really enjoy, though, the Joshi six-woman tag.
Yeah.
Because they just beat the shit out of each other.
They sure did. And it was like, no one knew who, in that arena, probably 20 people knew who those people were in that ring.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic, and they kept the audience's attention. And it was something crazy different from the rest of the card.
Yeah, no, I really appreciated how diverse the card felt. And I was really happy that the crowd was willing to accept new things. Like, they got won over by Strong Hearts early on in the show in their match.
Yeah. JR kept calling them Chinese.
Oh, god damn it, he did love calling them Chinese.
Now,
I mean, they are, like, they're representing a Chinese company.
Yes. Which
they do live most of the time in China.
Yes.
But they are all Japanese.
The three of them were specifically Japanese.
Yeah.
It's JR, man.
Said nah.
But to me, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the best match of the night was Cody versus Dustin.
Oh, man, I am so happy to hear you say that, because I know you have not been high on Cody for a while.
He's been winning me over, and that match with Dustin was... I would say it was perfect.
Dustin, in case you don't realize, is Gold Dust. So it was, Cody Rhodes versus Gold Dust. and they beat the fuck out of each other.
Brother versus brother. The entire ring mat was covered in Dustin's blood.
Yep.
I watched that. It was the Cody's prodigal son.
The little pre-show video thing.
Yeah.
That he wanted to kill.
Yeah, that
Attitude
promo
Era.
was great.
Did you see Cody pulling out a sledgehammer and fucking up a Triple H throne?
I heard there was a "fuck you, Triple H," and I think the quote was, "I burned that bridge." But I don't know all the details on it. That's why I was asking if you could still. Can you still see that motherfucker?
I can still see it, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm gonna come back, son.
I could. Yeah, I mean, I watch it off a Chromecast essentially.
Yeah, destroying the Triple H throne was so good for that particular match because, like, it wouldn't have been as impactful with another match, but this was like WWE wouldn't let them do this.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't let them have this big brother versus brother match. And this was them saying, fuck you, we're going to go do it on our own.
And it's going to be amazing.
And it's going to fucking rule.
It's pretty cool.
What possible reason could there be for not letting them do that? That doesn't make any sense.
They've no vision, man.
Yeah.
These people have
He's
no
gonna
vision.
puke.
He's gonna puke.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch one match from Double or Nothing, watch Cody versus Dustin. It's not for the faint at heart.
No. It's emotional, it's brutal, it's bloody as hell.
He leaks through 90% of that match.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, he doesn't just get bloody and then get covered in blood and that's it. Like, he's still leaking at the end of it.
Yeah. And, like, Cody is also, like, his blonde hair is red from Dustin.
Yeah, I saw like an after interview.
Yeah, that's his
like,
brother's blood.
Is your hair fucking pink? What is going
that's
on?
just from Dustin.
You get a balayage?
I kind of wish Cody would have juiced too, so he could get that dark red hair from the blood.
I think he didn't because he had to go produce the rest of the show.
True.
I got shit I gotta do tonight.
Because he just went in the back, I think, toweled off a little bit, and then just got back in Gorilla and put the headset on. Because, like, did you watch Being the Elite from this week?
I did.
Because, yeah, they just showed him back there. I think that's why he didn't play it, is he didn't want to end up missing any of the show.
Well, it ended up working out.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I loved it.
Bret the Hitman Hart comes out.
Yeah, what's up with that shit?
They were fucking swinging for the fences. Every segment, they were swinging for the fences. And they brought Bret out. He produces the new title, the AEW Championship. And then a big old schmoz with MJF comes out. You guys know MJF. We've seen MJF. Yeah. He comes out and just shit talks Bret Hart and Hangman Page.
And you could tell Bret was loving every second of it.
It was a star-making turn by MJF. At one point, MJF says, "I'm no horse professor."
One of the greatest lines I've ever heard. And then I missed this on the live show. But as Bret is being announced, you can see Jimmy Lloyd in the crowd freaking out.
Yep. Yeah, I spotted him. I'm like, Jimmy Lloyd! Kelly's like, where? I missed him!
Fucking Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Lloyd losing his shit. You had Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros, which was...
That was really good,
fantastic.
Too.
I have seen them wrestle before. That's a good match.
And then main event was Jericho versus Kenny Omega. Jericho did this whole entrance where he had stand-ins come out as his previous gimmicks. You had
that's cool.
You had Lionheart Chris Jericho, you had the List Chris Jericho, you had the Light Up Jacket Chris Jericho, and then
fucking rules.
And then Scarf Dad in a Fedora Jericho came out, and that's actually him. Fat. Too fat Jericho.
I love Fat Jericho. Fat Jericho, I think, is my favorite Jericho.
And the winner of this match was to face Hangman Page, who won the Battle Royal for the first shot at the AEW title at a later date. So, solid match. and Jericho gets the win, gets that 50-50 booking against Kenny Omega.
Yep. Oh, guys, I get to see Fat Jericho fight Okada. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
And then Jericho gets on the mic, talking shit to the crowd, talking shit to AEW, and then here comes Jon Moxley through the crowd, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose.
Everybody's like, oh, he's going to retire. He's never going to wrestle again.
Fucking.
That was me. I was convinced he was done.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he made his money. Wearing a denim vest, coming through the crowd like Scott Hall on that episode of Nitro, gets in the ring, flattens Jericho, flattens Earl Hebner, and then him and Kenny Omega brawl through the entire audience.
Nice.
And Mox DDTs him on the stage and then throws him off.
The giant poker chips.
Throws him off this stack of giant poker chips. And the place went insane. Like, outside of a takeover, I haven't heard a crowd this hot on pay-per-view, like an event, in decades.
Yeah. And just a great crowd, too.
Yeah. They're going to do it, you guys.
Overall, just awesome.
They're going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then WWE comes back last night and tonight and just does nothing, essentially. Doesn't even bother to try, because they've got the Saudi Arabia show in a week. Yeah. So
are they really doing that again?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. He's making an exit strategy.
Gotta make that Saudi money.
That's just been so poorly received. Fucking.
Well, no, they never tell you it's in Saudi Arabia. It's in beautiful Jeddah.
Well, they don't even tell you it's going to be from anywhere when they're talking about it on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime they do mention, the words Saudi Arabia are never said. It's just beautiful Jeddah.
Historic.
Bad look.
Historic Agrabah.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now. WWE not even giving a fuck and going to Saudi Arabia for another show, and AEW just blowing it out of the water on their first show.
God.
And AEW getting shouted out by Alexandria
Ocasio-Cortez. Yep.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. AOC retweeted a Cody video clip about him talking about inclusivity and all that. She's like, good on you, Cody Rhodes. I'm like, holy shit.
It's reaching the top.
Yep.
Well, WWE does have Trump in the Hall of Fame, so there's that.
Yep.
And then just before we started,
I forgot the president is in the WWE Hall of Fame. I forgot about that.
The game show host president we have.
Just before we started the show tonight, they announced Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela for Fyter Fest.
That sounds awesome.
I'm so excited, you guys. I might have bought a Janela P t-shirt today on Pro Wrestling Tees. Nice. Because we going, Jose! We going!
Where is this? And when?
Jose says, are we?
Let's do it.
No, we got tickets.
We definitely going. Fuck yeah.
Did I tell you guys I'm going to a deathmatch tournament in August?
Oh, God.
Why not?
Let's Lucha Loco.
And because I had to, because good buddies Nick Gage and Jimmy Lloyd are booked on the show.
Oh man,
the ICW Insane 8, just in the back room of a bar, hitting each other with light tubes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, nothing.
Bring a dust mask and goggles.
Oh, I am buying some of those face masks in Japan.
I can't remember who it was I was with, but somebody was like, "Did you see this fucking David Arquette is a wrestler?"
And killing it.
I think I was with the ladies' family, and I brought up wrestling for something, and somebody was like, "Did you see this motherfucker?" And I was like, "No, that's a goddamn champ."
World champion. Like,
yeah, you better put respect on him.
How did it get past them when he was WCW world champion and all of a sudden they know about him working the indies?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Have you heard about this Nick Gage? He seems scary.
I heard he's in the parking lot right now.
He's
Wait for
MDK
one
till the day he
Jim
died.
Mitchell.
Oh, fuck you, Jim Mitchell. Holy shit.
John Mitchell.
Uh-oh.
You got anything else worth talking about, Knize?
Oh, yes. So, Toy Fair was cool because they showed all kinds
Toy
of
Fair. Shout out Toy Fair.
Shout out Toy Fair. They showed all kinds of cool new Ninja Turtles and new Pennywise action figures, which I'm all about. And I had a in my mind that I'm getting these eventually. And then NECA drops a the Capture of Splinter 4-pack this week, which is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And then the black and white etched Pennywise, and it's like, motherfuckers, I didn't even know these existed, and now I have to get these as well. So, God, I got a problem. Maybe not John Michael with Pop's problem, but
but if anybody who has those Ninja Turtles are getting that Splinter set,
it's movie Shredder.
It's not a problem. It's fucking completing the set.
It's movie Shredder, movie Splinter, and 2 movie Foot Soldiers. It comes with a little crate. Does it come with a little fence? Or no? Maybe that's not part of it. But he comes with shackles, and then they come with a rack of just all kinds of Foot Soldier weapons.
And a shitload of different hands for the. It's awesome. Like I told Nicole, I said I'm really glad. Like for as bummed out as I was that I didn't get the turtles, I'm really glad I didn't, because I would have to fucking have these too. It'd be one more thing to chase down. It's like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'd put them. They're gorgeous.
Talking about Funko Pops and John Michael, me and Jose got a message this week. Shout out to our buddy Antonio, who messaged us. He says, "We have to talk about this Funko addiction guy on your podcast. Pretty sure this episode I'm listening to is a subtle cry for help." And I said, I agree. So, John Michael, if you're listening, if you need us to perform an intervention, we will, and we will do it live on the air. So you let us know, because I did hear the pain in his voice when he was talking about it, because he said, I just wish they'd stop. I wish they'd stop making them so I could stop. So, John Michael, we are here to support you if you need help with your Funko Pop addiction. If anybody,
I'm getting to a healthy place where like if I get shit, like I've been selling stuff to get new stuff. It's very cathartic.
Yeah, it's a good trade-off.
It's good.
And then the last thing I want to talk about is, talk about people not having vision. Jeff Ross has a series that just dropped on Netflix called Historical Roasts, where they're going to roast historical figures like Muhammad Ali and fucking a whole bunch of other historical figures that they're going to have actors play. They're going to have comedians come in and write jokes.
That's a really good idea. I wish we'd thought of that.
Real good fucking idea that we had, 6-7 years ago that we submitted as a panel idea because we wanted to roast Spider-Man. This is the second time we've seen this idea done elsewhere, just to show that it's possible, that it's a good idea.
Just did it anyways.
We should have just fucking did it. We should just do it on the show as an audio.
Oh, we coming for you, Spider-Man.
An audio play.
Nothing's stopping us.
Nothing's fucking stopping us.
Fucking made
We've
that
done
Patreon money.
roasts.
So which Spider-Man are we going to roast?
Oh, I got one.
I will.
No
I
names.
will warn you guys. Spider-Man may never speak to you again after you roast him.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Stranger things have happened.
What with you, Jose?
Fucking got a goddamn place to call my own.
Yeah, you do.
Love it.
Fucking sign some shit, getting some keys tomorrow.
Oh, that's so good. Such a
Paid
relief.
some fucking goddamn electric to get our shits on.
It's a nice looking place too.
We legit
A proper member of society. Look at
goddamn adulting so hard this year.
It's about 10-15 minutes away from me and Mary.
Yeah, guess who's my neighbor? Me and this motherfucker are neighbors again.
Oh,
good.
And now you got someplace to put those turtles, Jose.
All shit's about to break loose. So
happy for you guys.
we get the keys tomorrow. She was like, "So when do you want to move in?" And I was like, "Tonight." Let's do this paperwork. I seen it. I'm good. Let's go. What are we gonna do? So I've also learned that in times of crisis like this, the lady gets a little stressed, and she's not used to some of my jokes, which is when we got approved, and they said, "You got it," and I was like, "Suckers." So note to self, time my jokes. But everyone laughed and fucking
read the room.
Yeah, maybe wasn't the best time to bust that out. Maybe you wait until you get to the car to let that one out.
I mean, but we've been through so much to get to this point. God damn it.
Yeah, but
this is the first time we're actually going to be able to live like adults together.
Oh, you guys are going to run around naked so much?
Oh, no underwears for the first fucking... We signed a 13-month lease, first 12 months, no underwear. Let's do it. So, it's going to be cool. One day, if you all make it downtown, come see the Placio. Yeah. Got a little patio. Look out to the lake.
Yeah, we're gonna be down that neck of the woods in October on a Disney trip with the kids. So the hookup be fun.
Nice. When in October?
When in October? It's the weekend. Hang on. Keep talking. I'll look it up.
I know somebody else is going to be down there in October.
The weekend of the 25th.
I shouldn't even have asked because I have no idea what weekend I'll be there.
What the fuck?
No, you're the weekend before that, Mahoney. You guys should have planned this better. Shit.
So change it.
You change it.
My kids are out of school that week. I can't change it.
Well,
are you guys staying at a Disney resort?
Unknown. I would just assume get an Airbnb.
Well,
but
check this out. If you stay at a Disney resort, you get 3 hours at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in the morning from 6 to 9 before they let everybody else in.
Mm-hmm.
It means I gotta try to get my thug ass kids up and out the door to be somewhere at 6 o'clock in the morning on vacation.
Yeah, you got kids. Nah.
Did you call them thug ass kids?
I did. I did. I call them my thug ass kids. Every once in a while, they're thug ass kids, Kelly. It's context sensitive. What's going on with you, Mahoney?
Besides sending me things on Instagram.
Yeah, I've had a wonderful week because Kelly's finally on Instagram.
Oh my god.
And
he got a crash course in what it's like to be on Instagram with Mahoney.
Yeah, it's great. I've sent him so many things. I went back through things that I've sent the rest of you, and it was like, yep, this one. Yep, this one. Definitely this one. Yep, this one. Sent so many things.
I send him things every now and then.
Good. I love when people send me things on Instagram.
Did you see the thing I just sent you?
Probably not. You know how many Instagram notifications I get, Kelly?
I don't know.
Dozens. Hundreds.
Yeah, at one point when Kelly sent a screenshot of his phone with all the Mahoney Instagram notifications, both me and Mary were like, turn off notifications, Kelly.
I'm starting to not send as many to Mary because I'm getting the sense that Mary does not enjoy getting this many Instagram posts.
No, it's not that she doesn't enjoy it. It's just because we have notifications off, we just don't check it as much. Or she doesn't check it as much.
Right. That's fair. It's been like 2 months. But that's fine.
Yeah, but do you see Mary doing any Instagram in the past 2 months?
No.
Exactly.
I am not.
You talk a big game about Instagram being the best social network, but it lacks a few things.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
No, false.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
No, you're using it wrong.
The Messenger isn't very good. The Discover tab.
The Messenger is phenomenal.
The Discover tab isn't great like you made it seem.
No,
I had to dig.
No, I came here to have a good time, and I'm feeling very attacked.
I don't like it as much as Twitter, but it's far better than the dumpster fire that Facebook is.
Agreed.
You haven't even found... Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to defend Instagram. You'll see. You'll understand someday.
God, that sounds so intense.
Are you in like the secret nudes area that I'm not aware of?
Yeah, the Instagram I have is full of your secret nudes.
Sweet.
No, Instagram doesn't allow nudes. Twitter allows nudes, and every so often I forget that
instantly Twitter is better.
Yeah, every so often I forget that I follow April O'Neil on Twitter, and I'm just in public and like scroll. Oh, two chicks eating each other out. There, look at that. Did not intend for you to see that, young man.
When I am not on Instagram, and often I am on Instagram during these times, I'm at the movies.
Fucking killing it.
Over the past 4 days, I've seen Aladdin, Brightburn, and Booksmart.
Oh, fucking! I forgot to talk about Brightburn.
I don't even know what that last one is.
Brightburn was fucking great, and highly recommended. Everybody should go and see it. It did not do very well in the theaters, and I don't know why.
Did it not?
No.
Here's my guess, and it's also part of why I didn't see it. Isn't that shit just gonna be on Netflix like real soon?
Well, I mean, isn't everything gonna be on Netflix real?
But didn't they like make it?
I don't know.
I thought it was like a Netflix produced movie.
No, I don't remember that.
No, I don't think that's true at all.
It's James Gunn.
Yeah, which I didn't remember until his name came up at the end. And I said,
you don't remember when he was supposed to do a panel for Brightburn at San Diego Comic-Con and then got his ass fired from Disney last summer?
You know what? That's okay, though. I'm looking up our good friends at Box Office Mojo, and we're looking at a domestic first weekend, $9.6 million on a budget of $6 million.
Okay, that's fair, but it came in like 7th place.
Yeah,
which is not great.
Came
like,
in
it
behind
lost to really
Booksmart.
shitty movies.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably would have done better in October since it is like horror themed.
I'm pretty sure it lost to the second week of A Dog's Purpose, which is probably not what you're looking for.
It's a bad time for it. Like there's so many movies right now, man. Big movies that releasing your little low budget R-rated horror superhero thing is a weird move in late May.
Yeah, really.
When Avengers is still out, it came out the same day as Aladdin.
Yeah,
granted, not a lot of crossover in those audiences, I imagine.
Just me sitting in the back scrolling through Instagram.
I fucking loved it. Brightburn was the shit.
It was great. Highly recommended. Booksmart, Kelly, is essentially the next. It's like this generation's Superbad. 2 girls graduating from high school realize that they haven't partied and trying to have one, night of fun before they go off to college.
Oh, okay.
Directed by Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty funny. Very enjoyable. It's got oh my god, what's her name?
Billy Lord.
Billy Lord. Billy Lord is in it, and Billy Lord is fucking adorable.
Billy Lord is Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Yeah, she is wonderful.
Good for her. Good for her getting in a movie that's not a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, she was great. In the middle of the movie, I was like, I gotta look up who this actress is. It was great.
Mahoney is constantly on his phone in these movies.
I am, but
that upsets me on a fundamental level.
No.
Are you in the back?
I sit in the very back, far corner, with no one near me, and that's when I use it.
All right. Okay.
So if there's anybody if there's anyone near where they can see my phone, I don't use my phone. But if I'm in the back corner and I'm all by myself, I'm on my phone.
There was that
mom. I'm not going to be in the same theater, and I'm going to be like, what is this horrible fucking tingle in the back of my neck?
There was that mom vaping in the front that one time.
Yeah. God. I saw Nancy Drew in The Case of the Hidden Staircase with someone vaping in front of me at 9 o'clock at night. So
that's amazing.
There's no rules at these movie theaters. You do whatever you want.
Lawless AMC land.
It is. I brought a pocket full of blueberries this last time. It was great.
That's the title of Mahoney's biography. Pocket full of blueberries.
smushed.
You gotta be careful, Kelly.
Just a grown man with a pocket full of blueberries at Booksmart with a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody else in that theater over the age of 19, and I'm sitting in the back alone eating blueberries.
Fucking narc.
Did you walk up to like? I just picture you like sitting next to some teenager and just going, "You want a pocket blueberry?"
I was supposed to sit next to a teenager, but I moved back a row so that I didn't have to do that because I thought it'd be weird.
No, you should have tapped on his shoulder. Let me hit that.
Now, what pocket were you keeping?
I'll trade you a blueberry.
In my, I had like a hoodie in my like front pocket on that.
Okay, see, I was thinking pants pocket.
No, you can't just shove blueberries in your pants pocket.
That's why I said how'd they not get squished?
Yeah,
just loose blueberries covered in
Thank God.
lint.
We got to the bottom of that mystery. we haven't cracked racism yet, but we know how to properly take blueberries to the theater.
What a wholesome snack.
Yeah. There's only so much popcorn you can eat, and I've gone to the movies a lot this year, so
I'm so jealous.
I needed something else. Let me see.
Hot dogs.
I just chatted up. Did you say you're into the hot dogs?
I missed the AMC hot dogs.
Oh, I thought you were like pocket dogs.
I can't bring myself to do an AMC hot dog.
Oh, they have
an AMC hot dog cost $13.
Yeah, that's the
My
only
ticket
drawback.
thing doesn't even go back to January anymore. I can't tell you how many movies I've seen.
Just killing it.
But I just had to scroll 6 times to get to February, so.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Movies are great. The worst part about the movies is the other people.
20 movies in the past 3 months.
I like it. I'm jealous. I like a good movie.
So, Lee, I do have a break this week if we want to break before we do a top 6.
We can do a break.
Because, we played the fantasy football bit from last week. Because who knows if there's some bits that we talk about that, newer listeners might not recognize. And I actually got a DM from J-Pop asking what episode that was from. And it was 391 from August 2017. So if you're interested in listening to that episode, check that out. So I just pulled an episode.
Shout out episode 391.
Shout out the genesis of the Asterisk Champ. So I just pulled an old episode at random, and I found this, which is a nice little bit. Just under 3 minutes. It's when Lee discovered Whore Island.
Oh my God!
So,
I forgot all about Whore Island, you guys.
Enjoy this, and we'll be back with top 6s.
Yep.
Break.
When you're alone, nobody's around, go to Google Machines and type in Good Girls Company and click the first link. It's going to take you to sexisland.co. All right? Now,
what
this website is promoting is a 3-night, 4-day stay at a Colombian island wherein, I quote, each guest receives 1 ticket, which includes the company of 2 girls each day for unlimited amounts of sex. There will be 30 girls to choose from. At any moment, you can switch girls with any of the 30 other guests.
Oh.
What in the entire fuck?
So it's just Prostitute Island.
Yeah, it's just Whore Island. Straight up.
All right.
No lie, these prices ain't half bad.
That's the other thing. $5,000 for 3 nights and 4 days in like any other resort is not bad. This is like a crazy like Whore Island resort.
And you get all the hookers you want.
Yeah. I see the highest package is $1,500 here.
Yeah, but if you go to the main thing, like the big event is like it's in November and it's like the big $5,000. Yeah, but $1,500 for a day isn't bad. But this is like the main high thing. Other highlights on the webpage include our event allows for all types of drug consumption, and our girls are very drug friendly.
Oh no!
See what else we got? See, all the girls serve to please and make you feel like a king. If you have any special desires or fantasies, inform the host or the girls, and they will make sure to fulfill them. All our girls are tested and are free of any sexual diseases. There's a strict condom usage policy, and we have an unlimited amount of condoms. Now, if there's one thing I trust in this world, it's a Colombian AIDS test on Whore Island. Yep. There is nothing wrong with that situation. Like, everything about this is obviously on the up and up.
Yeah.
This is the application for To Catch a Predator.
Yeah. It says, hey, and it's really convenient. Like right here on the website, you just put in your credit card number and they bill you $5,000 and you're good to go. That's all you got to do. Like, what could possibly go wrong? $5,000 plus airfare. I'm sure it's a completely solid investment. There's no way you're going to get robbed.
Would you guys rather go to this or on the proposed Wizard cruise?
I think this.
Oh man! Remember when Lee discovered Whore
Way
Island?
back.
I wasn't that far back.
This website still exists.
Well, it happened, right? Or are they getting ready for Whore Island 2?
Electric Boogaloo.
This is the one that they're pimping right now was an event in Vegas.
Oh, what month?
Sex Island, Las Vegas, August 2nd through the 5th.
If you would have said fucking June or July.
3 days, 3 nights, 4 days, $6,000.
Ain't bad.
And then, like, you can pay with Bitcoin and crypto. Click right here.
Well, you know that's just to get in. Like, that don't come with everything.
No, but you're gonna come with everything.
I forgot all about that. That's such a fucking crazy thing. And let the record say, by the way, I got no problem with whores. Like, I'm a big proponent of sex workers. That's great.
Yeah.
But this, completely not. I've never seen anything look less legit. Like, it's so fucked up. So fucked
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised to hear myself on that bit. I don't know why, but I thought that happened longer ago.
Oh,
it was an
So
out of body
evidence.
experience. Did we just say the same shit?
Well, Kelly, if you want to go to sexisland.co right now, you can actually enter a sweepstakes to win a free trip to the next Sex
No,
Island.
we want Kelly to meet a nice Japanese girl.
Well, is there Sex Island Japan?
Well, I mean,
Or is that just Japan?
it is an island.
No, that's just Madripoor.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was from the X-Men.
It is.
It's a real place?
No, it's not.
I figured it was a real place too, Knize. I'm with you.
That's
Like,
what
all right.
I thought it was a fake X-Men place. Fantastic.
God.
Yeah, for the record, I have not a disparaging word about sex workers, but this shit is gross. This is not all right.
It definitely has that sex slavery vibe to it.
Oh yeah. None of it sounds
sounds
okay.
like you're picking them out of a cage.
Straight
like
up
they're
human
dogs in a
trafficking.
kennel.
Ask any of them if they know Robert Kraft.
None of this like seems like a good time. Like,
No.
God.
oof. I learned about that while waiting for the wrestling show to start, where we all had to sing the Pledge of Allegiance to Rebel's ass.
Yep, I listened to that part today too. And then we talked about how big butts have been lately. I was just
think
like,
we're still on an upswing on butts. I feel like.
Yeah, no, we're still in a good butt time.
like it's getting nuts out there. Nuts for butts.
I don't think we've even cracked the surface yet. We've not reached the apex of butt technology.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Whore Island episode was episode 397. If you want to listen to that whole thing, I think it was the title of it was J-Lo's Play-Doh Fun Factory.
Oh yeah, that was me too.
Okay, see, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that episode, but I remember that title.
That was a good episode for me. All right. So,
You guys are smart to listen to us. This show is great.
yeah, it's a good show. It's a quality broadcast. All right. So, it's a hard act to follow last week's epic top 6 of chips.
Oh my god, I have never had as much fun as we did talking chips.
The next time I went to the store, I was like side-eyeing chips so hard, like trying to looking for things Like, what did I recognize? Like, what? Like, okay, oh, I never had that before, but so and so said this was rad. I gotta think about it. Yeah. The chips episode was not only a game changer. I'm gonna say the chips episode was a life changer.
To the point where we started talking top 6 fries on Twitter. So we might have to save that for a later date. And then we started talking top 6 sauces.
Yeah, sauces. Oh, I fucks with sauces. you guys.
Sauce might have to be coming up soon. We might have to do sauces.
I got a cabinet fucking full of sauces, y'all.
Not condiments.
No.
Sauces.
No. Some gray area bullshit. Just saying.
Like ketchup is a sauce, but
No.
chopped
Ketchup
onions is not a sauce.
Ketchup is a condiment, not a sauce.
No, ketchup counts
As a sauce?
as a sauce
Are you
because
This is wood chips all over again.
I don't know because you wouldn't count mustard as a sauce.
but
No.
would you count barbecue sauce?
Yeah,
it's
it's in the
called
name.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but it's also a condiment.
Ketchup sauce.
But like,
Yeah, but here-
what if this just devolves into our favorite spaghetti sauce?
Here's the thing, though: is you'll never see barbecue sauce packaged with relish and mustard, but
Okay.
you will
Yeah.
always see ketchup, relish, and mustard.
I'm not going to
packed together
put ketchup
as a
or
condiment.
mustard as one of my top 6 sauces. I'm just
Yeah,
throwing
you
it
know
out
what?
there.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, put ketchup on your list. You fucking asshole! Like, put ketchup
That's a
on the
weak ass
list of
sauce
the
list.
sauce.
If
You
gonna
say-
put
you say-
ketchup
on your
in there.
top 6 sauces. I fucking dare you. Do
You
it.
say mustard's not a sauce. Is honey mustard a sauce?
Yeah.
No, if
Number
it's a
5,
dressing,
water.
well, no, then it's a dressing. Yeah,
Is the milk you put in your cereal sauce?
Yes, put it on the list. Why not?
Oh no, I like that. I like that a lot.
This is my nice milk sauce.
Well, I would say we gotta do it next week, but I want to make sure Kelly is here for it.
No,
we won't do it
we'll
next
save
week.
that. We'll save that.
put that on the
Zero
roll.
put one out on Twitter that we'll talk about once we're done with this.
Cool.
Juggalo John in the chat says Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard. Yep. All about it.
All right, so this week we're doing our top 6 summer movies.
Yeah.
A little bit of interpretation on this one. You know, no super hard and fast rules.
I
I'm
mean,
okay with.
once you do wood chips, all bets are off, right?
Yep. There's no rules here.
Like, I fucking dare you guys to make a bit out of this. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, fucking why not?
Because you're going on the record.
Number 1 sauce, big old bottle of Aquafina.
All right, so I'll go since mine's up here, and a lot of these when I start thinking about it, they're old ones. 'Cause I'm just thinking back,
Yeah.
like what makes the summer. Cause, you know, when you get to be an adult, you kind of go see movies whenever you want to. Then you have kids and you
Right.
can't. But for a while, like, I just went to see movies all the fucking time. But when thinking about summer movies, think about like, you know, what that meant and kind of how you felt about it. And so
I think that 80s and the 90s were like the height of the summer movie.
I think you're right in a big way.
Like
yeah.
we still get huge movies during the summer, but
It's not the same.
it doesn't feel different than movies we get the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Is maple syrup a sauce?
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, that one
You
just
know what
hit
else
me.
is a sauce, Kelly? The cheese on cheese and crackers.
No, come on.
Actually, if you crush the crackers up, then it's a sauce.
No,
the
but
crackers.
The crackers make it a sauce.
this one diner that me and Mary go to, they mix hot sauce with their maple syrup. Is that not a sauce?
That's a sauce.
At that point, it transubstantiates into a sauce. Yes,
Just because you add hot sauce to it?
correct.
Mm.
Before that,
Well, yeah, because
sure.
it's not. It's a sauce now.
When
You've
did you
made
guys
it a
become so close-minded? I don't
April hot
understand.
sauce.
I thought we
Shut it
were
down.
like a woke podcast. I don't understand all this closed-mindedness just going all around about sauces. Like, why are you guys so hard and fast about sauce? How many genders are there these days? And you guys got rules about sauce?
Unless somebody's taste buds are Republican. That's a Cal Kinane joke.
I would consider maple syrup to be a sauce.
If you want to put maple
Movie,
syrup
motherfucker. Movie.
on your top 6 sauces, I fucking dare you?
Oh, I'll do it.
Movies, summer movies.
Summer movies.
Fucking, we're just a snack. We're just a food podcast now.
Oh, speaking of food.
No!
No, check this out. A peanut butter and jelly cookie.
I'm in.
You know how, like, when
Is
you
this
make
a thing
peanut
that
butter...
exists, or is this just an idea you had?
Well, I made it. And now I'm
Like
going to
now,
perfect
or
it.
did you just think of it?
Fucking tell me about this cookie.
No, you know how,
dough.
like, you make a peanut butter cookie, you use the fork to make the little
Sure.
indents?
Sure.
So you use the spoon instead to make a little
Like a thumbprint.
Like a
indent,
little,
almost like a Buckeye.
a little well.
Okay.
And then you fucking, it's a peanut butter cookie, and you fill that with a jelly of your fucking choice, a spread of jellies.
Is jelly a sauce?
Oh, Jose.
Jelly's a jelly.
What about
So
jam?
for the record, when Taco Bell does it, I had the idea first.
True.
Oh, it's the egg taco all over again.
Motherfuckers.
It's not a fucking omelet.
It's not.
Definitely
It's a
not an
goddamn egg taco.
Put that in a break.
Oh my god!
Definitely not an
I
omelet.
will make a fucking note. I will find the goddamn egg taco episode.
Just saying.
All right, so my number 6 is the original OG Men in Black.
Yep.
True that. Shout
Excellent
out.
choice.
That was a
Yeah.
fun movie.
It's a fun movie, kind of helped put Will Smith on the map. Holds up. I watched it a few years ago. We're getting ready to take Zoe to Universal. I'm like, before we go to Universal, we should maybe watch some of these fucking movies with her. And like, Men in Black's good, holds up. Killer theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That song was on the radio all summer.
Had that soundtrack.
Yeah.
The Men in Black.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then the rest of them, you know, take a leave. But that fucking new with Hemsworth looks pretty fucking fun too.
Oh yeah, see
Could be a good time.
Like, they seem great together. Like that casting, Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, like they're both beautiful, and I like watching them on screen. But I feel like that Men in Black International could be. It has the potential to be the worst movie of the summer, but it could also be good.
Did you guys? The first couple, I saw a new trailer where they added this little green guy that's on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that always part of it? Some of it just felt weird.
I feel like that's been in all the trailers I've seen.
He's being in more trailers as they come on.
Yeah, they're trying to make him. Yeah, they're definitely pushing them. I
Probably
feel like.
finishing the FX shots.
Next up, fucking Independence Day.
True
Oof.
that.
Oof.
Yeah, another. It's not all Will Smith movies. I promise. Will Smith was fucking hot there for a minute.
I'm surprised that Independence Day is number 2.
We're climbing a little bit just because I think Independence Day maybe a little bit lower because it's objectively not a good movie.
I mean, but like Independence Day, there wouldn't be an MCU without Independence Day because they fucking originated the blue beam in the sky.
I mean, you know what? That's a terrible point.
Like once Independence Day came out, and which it just by its name became the quintessential summer movie. Like movies changed after that. There was no going back after Independence Day.
But also it spurned like a bunch of those shitty disaster movies that necessarily aren't that great.
Yeah, but that wave was coming no matter what.
Probably. But no, it's like I do love fucking Randy Quaid is so Randy Quaid.
He went full Quaid.
Went full Quaid. It's good. And I think Bill Pullman, one of our best movie presidents.
Yeah, he got a lot of votes in our fictional politicians top 6, I believe.
Yep, absolutely. One of our greatest fictional presidents. I'd rather take that fictional president over our current actual president 100 times out of 100. For sure.
What's that line from his speech? You may take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom.
I believe that's exactly what it was, yes. I think that's it. Coming up next.
You know what? You said that, Knize, and I was like, no, that was a real like politician. And then I said, nope. I just equate that line from Independence Day as a thing that like John F. Kennedy might have said.
That was fucking Braveheart.
That's William Wallace.
Whatever. Either way. Either way, not JFK. So
Next up was the first movie I ever saw at a drive-in, fucking The Lion King.
Oh boy!
Came
Wow,
out.
that's a cool drive-in experience.
Yeah, when I was a lot of these movies around this time, I saw with my grandparents and my uncle, because my brother and I would go and spend like 2 weeks in the summer with them every year. And we just saw a shitload of movies. We saw all the movies and did all the things, and The Lion King was a big one. Next up is the first movie I ever saw twice in a theater, and that is the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, doesn't hold up by today's standards, but it was a fucking big deal at the time.
I remember me, Jose, and our buddy Chris, no names. We went to Tampa, St. Pete for Ozfest, and it was the same weekend as that Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within movie came out.
Oh, that's not very good.
So we went and saw that, but they had the trailer for Spider-Man in front of it. So that was cool.
Yeah, that was worth it.
That was the best part of that Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah, it's not very good at all. Now, when I was a wee lad, we didn't go see many movies. Like my mom didn't take me to see many movies. Like, it just didn't. We're not a movie going family.
Shit costs money, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing that we did. But one of the ones we absolutely 100% fucking saw was Jurassic Park back in the day.
Yeah,
that was one of the only movies I remember seeing in a theater with my mom, and I remember being the fucking the raptor jumping out of the like maintenance shack or whatever the fuck scared the living shit out of me as a kid. That was an expert jump scare because we got there late, so we ended sitting like in the front row. So that fucker came right at you. It was a good one. That was a damn good time. And then kind of bucking tradition a little bit, going more recently. I think that like the 1-2 punch of Infinity War and Endgame, like that's just summer movie fucking personify. I don't give a fuck if it's late April or not. That shit counts.
Yeah, only the two of the biggest movies ever.
That shit counts. Yeah, and just like those movies, man, took me back to when I was a kid, and I'm like, yeah, they're just walking out feeling just awe-inspired and fucking all the electric about it. Those are big deals.
I feel like that's kind of been the shift for me. It's less about it's summer movie season, let's go see summer movies, and more I get that same feeling from going to see those Marvel movies or the new Star Wars whenever they come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these just happen to be in the summer, so they check those boxes because like, they make me feel that way like I did when I was a kid.
Sometimes in the spring, sometimes in the fall.
Yeah. Fuck it. You want to put Black Panther out in February? I'll go see it. I don't give a shit.
Well, Black Panther was still in theaters come summertime.
It damn sure was. That's great. So yeah, that's mine. I stand by it. It's a good list. I like it. What you got, Kelly? I'm interested to see yours.
So I gave myself some rules on this. So it had to be released in summertime, obviously.
Cool.
And it has to be movies I've seen in the theater.
Cool.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So number 6, I went Inception.
Oof.
Ooh.
Real good.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
That was one of the first movies I saw in the theaters with Mary.
Yeah, that's a fun movie. It's honestly, I think it might actually be my favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
It's good.
It's a good movie.
The soundtrack's fucking lovely.
Yeah. Number 5, District 9.
Oh boy!
Ooh.
Shout
out!
I like where
District
you're going.
9.
Shout out! I got a story for that one, maybe.
Number 4, Avengers.
Yeah.
That was a perfect start to the summer movie.
Just a all-around euphoric experience.
Yeah. Number 3, Godzilla 2000. That was the first Godzilla movie I ever got to see in the theater.
And that came out in 2001 summer? Or was it?
No, I was 2000 or 99. I can't remember which.
Okay, it came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was really cool getting to see that in person. Because, like, I saw the 1998 Godzilla, But that's not really
That
Godzilla.
don't count.
Okay, I think
Absolute-
what's the difference between Godzilla 2000 and that one?
One's Godzilla, one's a shitty lizard movie.
Yeah, the one
Yes.
he's talking about was Toho, right?
Yeah.
The actual Japanese Godzilla.
Yeah, the beginning of the Millennium series where
Not-
he fights Orgra.
Yeah. Not Ferris Bueller's
Yeah, I was
Godzilla
thinking
Day Out.
Matthew Broderick Godzilla
No.
when you said
No,
it. I
no,
was
no,
like,
no, no,
bold
no.
choice, Kelly. I know you like Godzilla, but damn.
Absolute trash.
Yeah.
We lost him. What do you mean you fucking lost him?
Number 2, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, I
That
should
movie
have
is fucking cool.
I should have guessed that would be on your list.
See, for some reason in my head that shit came out like in January.
No, May. It was like Memorial Day.
Damn. Yeah, that should have made my list.
Yeah, no, that movie's awesome. And then number 1, not only the first summer movie I ever saw, but the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Solid.
Still really like that movie.
I was
lot of
surprised.
it
I had
up.
fallen out of Power Rangers by that time. I never had the toys, but I did watch the show, and I was surprised at how poorly that movie did at the box office when it came out. Because I figured Power Rangers was still hot at that point, but nope.
Yeah.
I remember watching the HBO First Look a bunch of times. Where it
Oh
was,
yeah,
behind the
they made
scenes.
a big deal out of it.
It's still a cool movie. Like, we watched it a few years ago on Likes Japan shit, and it's still a good time.
It's slick.
Yeah, it holds up. Like it's it holds up much as a Power Rangers movie can hold up.
Yeah.
A good choreography, good stunt work.
Some of the practical effects are really cool.
Yeah, some truly abysmal CG. But
Yeah.
yeah, that fight. That's when they fight those weird gooey guys in the construction site. That's a good fight sequence.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's a solid list, Kelly. I appreciate
I
that
like
list.
Oh, thank you.
On to the Twitter machines. Ben hit us up on Twitter.
Number 6, wood chips.
Number 1, knockoff plane.
You want me to read this, Lee? You got it?
Yeah, I found it and then it scrolled to the top. I had to find it again. Number 6, he said based off the quality of the movie and the theatrical experience. Number 6, there's something about Mary. Had to see it twice because the entire theater was laughing so loud.
Oh my god, I saw that movie.
I forgot that was summer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw that movie so many times that summer. Jose got me a custom printed shirt that Christmas that said not 6, 7 because of the 7-minute abs bit.
That's fucking
Got
great.
him.
I took a date to see that first date, and it was like a sneak preview. Like it wasn't even. I hadn't even seen a trailer for it. And
So
it
we
was
hadn't seen the poster with the cummy hair yet.
No, but it was fantastic. Oh, I love that movie so much. And then I end up marrying a woman named Mary. Like how
Coincidence? I don't
Fucking, how
fucking think
fucking
so.
sick is that?
Number 5, Ghostbusters. The crowd erupted when Stay Puft appeared, and the Gozer dog scared my aunt so much she hid under her seat.
Yeah,
Number 4.
I don't remember seeing Ghostbusters in the theater. I'm sure I did.
Oh, I definitely did not. I'm a little bit younger than you, but I definitely did not.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember the Ghostbusters ride show at Universal?
Yeah,
That was the shit.
there were a couple versions that were pretty cool.
It'd be cool if they were able to have set aside one that's like a revolving old school version
Show.
of some of the old rides. Something. You know what I mean? Like some kind of Hitchcock.
Retrospective. Yeah.
The
Like Back to the Future, shit like that.
yeah.
You can't get into anymore, yeah.
The Hanna-Barbera, you know, like have a set building that can somehow revolve into a version of that for the old school people and give it that old school Universal logo, like the neon lights. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Orlando.
remember when we went, it's like, okay, the Back to the Future ride is gone, but this shitty old ET ride is still here. Okay.
Yeah, but it's Spielberg. He designed those parks. They're not moving his shit.
Number 4, Ben says the Avengers saw an opening day with an enthusiastic crowd, but had to go again because I missed the puny god line. Number 3, Batman. Went with my dad and little brother, and we all had a blast. And I didn't have to apologize to my dad like I did after we saw No Holds Barred.
You apologize.
Number 2, Jurassic Park. Seeing the T-Rex on the big screen for the first time was a frightening and awesome experience. No, another thing about Jurassic Park is that those, even like the CG, the special effects look amazing by today's standards.
Yeah.
Like, they were so far ahead of the fucking curve on this thing.
It's because they had the practical effects too, and it was
Exactly.
seamless.
They sold it so well.
There was actually something on set
at all times, and they were like touching real shit. They weren't touching a green ball or pretending.
Have you ever watched like the behind the scenes of the T-Rex scene where he busts out of the paddock, and that scene, it's raining constantly, and this T-Rex animatronic is made out of foam rubber, so it's just soaking up the water to the point where the hydraulics were shaking because of all the extra added weight from the water.
God.
So it was like the T-Rex was shivering in the cold.
Oh, it's so cold. Where's my widow vest? My widow jacket.
And then number 1, Return of the Jedi. Saw it 3 times that summer and was obsessed with it, like everything else in the summer of '83. Shout out to Dark Knight, Iron Man, Gremlins 1 and 2, Guardians, Muppets Take Manhattan, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Shout out to Phantom Menace.
Shouts out.
I know I saw Return of the Jedi in the theaters, but I don't really remember it. So it's not one of those long-lasting movie.
What was long-lasting was when we did all 3 of them.
Oh, man, that wasn't even the summer.
With all kinds of pixie sticks in the book bags and
did.
40s of cream soda.
The special editions. Just
Get
hop
up in
theaters. Phantom Menace.
Solid. What you got, Mahoney? See yours on the Twitter here.
All right, so to narrow my list down, it had to be a movie that I could somehow connect to summer, and not just a movie that I enjoyed and had no connection to the summer. So no MCU on my list for me because, as we've pointed out, if you put that out in February or January, I don't care. It's going to give me the same experience.
Yeah.
So no MCU for me, but shout outs to Terminator 2, which is not on my list, but probably one of the best summer movies of all time. But I didn't see it in the theater, so
neither did I.
I remember seeing Terminator 2 in the theater. It is definitely one of my honorable mentions.
Shout out to Armageddon.
Yes.
Shout out to The Rock with those little green balls that were rolling all around.
Yes.
Love The Rock. The Rock is such a good movie.
That 3-year span of The Rock, Face Off, Con Air, where Nicolas Cage was the king of summer.
Yeah. Shout out. Shout out to Troy, which is a fucking great movie that I watch on TV every time it's on.
Isn't that the one it had like a plane fly in the
probably
something in like the background? One of like the
Troy has one of the best opening scenes where they bring out this massive dude, kind of like in Thor: The Dark World, this giant champion, and then Achilles just comes wandering out on the battlefield and stabs him in the neck, and the fight's over in 2 seconds. And he's like, "All right, what's next?" Great movie. And then shout out to Gladiator, because Gladiator was a summer memory that I have, but just not quite enough to crack the list.
Yeah,
Gladiator's a good one.
Number 6, Pineapple Express.
Wow, this one
that was a summer movie.
That was a summer movie.
And Mahoney has dates next to all of his picks too.
Yeah, August 6th, 2008, when he fucking kicks his foot through that windshield of that car. Yeah. Oh my god,
that's a movie that
in a movie theater.
The first time I watched it, I didn't know how I felt about it, and then I watched it a second time, and I was like, "No, this is fucking genius,
brilliant,
love it." Number 5, Men in Black.
Fucking A.
Here come the MIBs.
Yeah. Number 4, The Mask of Zorro, which I remember.
You know what?
Holy shit!
Yeah, Mask of Zorro. Yeah,
fucking Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones at the height of her powers.
Oof.
Well, the height of her powers was whatever that heist movie was where she was going through those lasers.
Entrapment.
Yeah, but that was before. Wasn't that before?
I've been in that
Zorro.
Couldn't tell you when it happened, but I can tell you every curve of her ass from that trailer.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, no, we did see Mask of Zorro in theaters because my mom thinks Antonio Banderas is sexy. So we went to see that one.
Entrapment was 99. Mask of Zorro was 98.
All right.
Oh,
There you
shit.
go.
So she got entrapment off that Zorro.
Okay.
Number 3, Lilo and Stitch. I saw it at the drive-in. So big time summer memory for me. And the second movie of that drive-in trip was Mr. Deeds, which is not on my list and should not be on any list.
You think entrapment is what gave her like her old man boner?
Probably.
Because like you
she
go
was opposite
from
Connery.
Antonio Banderas to Sean Connery, then all of a sudden you're married to Kirk Douglas. It all makes sense now.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, she dips beneath the lasers. Oh, she has entrapped me and Sean Connery. Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones, she dips beneath the lasers.
I will share that with the chat.
Now we got to pay them the rights for this episode.
Probably.
Number 2,
Worth it.
Mission Impossible, which came out. I think I was like going into high school. I think I was a freshman in high school, and holy shit, was I excited for that movie!
That first
That
Mission
movie
Impossible.
was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I spent that entire summer hyped for that movie, and I could not wait for it to come out.
True story. I got a haircut like Tom Cruise after that movie.
There you go.
I brought the lady a picture of fucking Ethan Hunt and said, I want to be impossible, lady. It didn't work, but
That's
it was
amazing.
better than the rat tail.
Yeah.
And then number 1 is Independence Day, because that should be number 1 on everybody's.
Fuck yeah, high five, bro.
America.
My comment underneath it says everyone's list should have been 2 through 6.
That's awesome. Solid list. I'm mad about that. Let's see. Go to email. Send us an email to popcast@PanelsOnPages.com.
Yeah, you better check those emails this week.
Hey, don't fucking comment me about not reading emails. You're not gonna listen to the whole fucking episode. You know who you are.
Vetter's poor heart. Well, you got to look at it from his perspective. Like, he's waiting. He's during the top 6. He's waiting for his email to be read, and it doesn't get read. And he's just heartbroken. He's like, I don't even want to listen anymore.
I do feel bad about it. I apologize.
It was kind of like watching a certain day show episode.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Waiting to get that shout out that never came.
Nope, never came.
Almost fucked up.
That hurts. That feeling hurts. Sorry. I feel bad now. Been there.
So I do apologize. My mistake. But I rectified it beforehand.
But also, listen to the whole episode. It's brilliant.
Right. J-Pop emailed us.
Nice.
Okay, top 6 summer blockbusters, all except for number 3. Being held to the caveat that I had to see them in the theaters. Number 3 just seems silly for me to leave off. So number 6, The Expendables. This was the ball fondlers movie before the idea came to fruition in the Rick and Morty multiverse. I saw it with all of my bros from high school the summer I graduated. Solid. Number 5, The Phantom Menace. The first major movie I've ever seen with friends when I was a child, and the first Star Wars I saw in theaters. It's more nostalgia pick than anything else. That's interesting that we're at a point now where people can be nostalgic for the Phantom Menace. That is interesting.
20 years old, Lee.
That's a valid point. Yeah.
God damn.
I was working at the movie theater when it came out.
That was
I
the
remember
first movie I ever
going-
had on bootleg.
Wow.
Going to the Disney theater to see it in the line of fucking nerds. People dressed up, fucking excited.
Yep.
Bunch of fucking young Obi-Wans running around.
And then a bunch of people coming out of the theater just not being honest with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it in the theaters when it came out, and then I don't remember how we got it or whatever, but we somehow managed to get our hands on like a VHS bootleg of it, and it was not very good. That bootleg.
I somehow managed to have to watch it fucking 3 times in the theater.
Oh, that's why you don't make promises to see movies multiple times.
Yeah,
before you
what?
see it
Which
the
one
first
did you
time.
eat that on?
Spider-Man 3.
Yep, eat it. Been there.
Number
Sucks.
4, The Dark Knight Rises. I enjoyed watching this movie, especially in the theaters with all my comrades. That's like the worst of the Nolan Batmans by far.
Yeah, but
that was a little.
But like, it's also
lukewarm on that
personal. Like, I'll even add to it. There was one day in 2012 where me and Mary went to the movie theater. We saw Avengers, we saw Dark Knight Rises in IMAX, and then we saw The Amazing Spider-Man all in one day. And
That's a solid day.
Pretty dope summer movie going session right there.
Number 3, The Sandlot. The release in April. It has to do with baseball, and I'm like 100% certain this is the movie that created my love of baseball.
Yeah, we'll bend the
I'll
rules
allow
a
it.
little bit.
I'll
Yeah.
allow
All right, dig it.
Number 2.
You better see Major League then. If you haven't, you want to talk about.
I watched
baseball.
Major League recently, like a couple weeks ago. I think it's on Prime or Hulu, and it is
Fucking love Major League.
It is so tight.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about
that
baseball,
movie
but I love
holds
Major League.
up like a motherfucker too.
See, I'm not a sports guy, but I love Major League, and I love the replacements.
Yeah. You ever seen Necessary
I thought there were
Roughness?
fucking replacements in the theater.
Yep.
Me too.
Jose
They're
got
good
fired
sports
from
movies.
Lowe's. Jose got fired from Lowe's, and we went and saw the replacements to cheer him up.
Fucking
Man,
top
I
6
got
sports movies.
so fucking bent over on that. I got fired because he said I called out too much. I called out fucking twice in 5 years.
That's not very much.
And I'm like, he's like, you have a problem calling out. What pissed him off was the day I called out. It affected him and fucked him over. So I got fired because he got fucked over.
J-Pop in the
nothing to
chat.
do.
J-Pop in the chat says he's seen every major league.
Nice.
Damn right.
Respect.
No, that's
number
like
2, Finding Nemo. This Finding Nemo. That movie fucking rules.
it does. Finding Nemo's
He's not
great.
wrong.
And it's got a
true
summer
story,
vibe
I
to it.
This is when we find out he hasn't seen Finding Dory.
He says, and true story, I misread the showtimes of this and Too Fast, Too Furious. So my sister, brother-in-law, and I made the mistake of seeing this instead, and what a better mistake that was. So he went to see Too Fast, Too Furious, saw this by mistake, and fucking fell in love with Finding Nemo. That's
Like,
great.
There was a time where those Pixar movies, we've gotten so used to it, but there was a time where you would go to a Pixar movie and you would just be in awe of what they were able to do.
Yeah.
That first time you see underwater in Finding Nemo and you see that world, it's like, they did this with a computer.
None of this is real.
The cat from the new Toy Story movie that's coming out. Like, I saw that trailer. I didn't even notice how realistic the cat looks until the internet was like, "Can you believe how realistic this cat looks?" And I was like, "Meh." No, I'm spoiled now. I don't even see it.
The number 1, the Avengers franchise. Didn't seem fair to pick one, and these have impacted my summers every year they come out. Sent from my iPhone as it swirls down the toilet. Saw all this J-pop. Got another Twitter one, Knize?
Yeah. Apropos, it's Juan who called me out at the end of his list. So let's see. Number 6, Top Gun. The soundtrack was everywhere, and every kid I was in school with wanted to join the military, but ended up on drugs or in jail. So
That's
woot,
hilarious.
the 80s. Number 5, Batman. He wore the shirt and vandalized school desks with the logo. Juan was a bad boy, y'all. Number 4, E.T. There was a
because you also forget Juan is 87 years old.
There was a special magic in seeing this come out and the effect it had on our society. The world was enraptured with this movie to the point where Neil fucking Diamond was so touched he wrote a song about the alien.
I did not know that.
All right.
There is a real anti-E.T. sentiment in and with around the population, which
What's everyone's beef with ET?
Me,
Mahoney?
this guy right here, hand up in the sky. Hate it.
Well, that's what I'm asking. So what's the beef?
It's awful. Everything about it. It's goddamn garbage. When's the last time you saw ET?
I will admit it's been a while.
What about the
I-
music?
I can't speak to I'm not saying you're wrong. I have not seen it, so I'm not defending ET. I have seen it. I don't remember thinking garbage, but it's been a while. So
my favorite thing about ET is when he wears that dress. It reminds me of Wendy Williams.
Terrible movie.
You don't even like the soundtrack?
No, sure don't.
Like you
But
don't.
it's called Highway to ET Zone.
That's it exactly.
Number 3, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Cartoon characters
Fuck
we
yeah.
never imagined being in the same movie.
Fucking A.
Simply astounding.
That shit holds up.
Number 2, Back to the Future. There is not a single thing I do not like about this movie.
No.
And
Rock solid.
Don't listen to Kerouac.
No, there's definitely one thing missing in that case.
And number 1, another vote for Return of the Jedi. Star Wars was everything for me when this came out. And Juan goes on to continue, my list is mostly based on my personal recollections and attachments to these movies. So if anyone requires justification for my choices, parentheses, Knize, that is right there. And I responded, that's what all the lists are. These lists aren't worth anything if they're just lists. Don't just read your shit. Don't just give us 6 movies. Tell us why. Or else we're going to fucking drag your ass, Juan. Ziggy.
Yeah,
Top
gotta
6
fucking
summer
come correct
movies.
like
Ziggy.
like Ben and be like, yeah, I fucking love wood chips. Tito writes in number 6, The Goonies. Saw this with my friends and hit up the arcade after a great day. Number 5,
Fucking shout out to arcades.
fucking A arcades.
And that's great because there's the arcade scene in Goonies as well.
Damn right. Number 5, Do the Right Thing. I remember this being the first movie where I recognized the places in the movie.
That is a cultural pick right there.
Right? Number 4, T2. The hype for this movie was strong and lived up to it.
Yeah.
3, Jurassic Park. Still remember the feeling of seeing the dinosaurs on the screen. Number 2, Batman. The hype. The music. It was perfect. And number 1, Independence Day.
Vicky
Welcome
Vale.
to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
At one point, Will Smith was the biggest motherfucking movie star on the planet.
Well, what was?
Dude, Wild Wild West was so close to making my list because one of those drive-in movies I saw when I was a kid. And
that movie is worse than E.T., but I fucking love that song.
Yeah,
that movie was worth it to hear Kevin Smith's story about it.
And also, and there's also the scene where it's Will Smith and was it Kevin Bronner? Is he the bad guy? Yeah,
yeah.
And like they just spend like 5 minutes just like he's making black jokes and slave jokes to him. He's making cripple jokes to him, and it's like this isn't a real movie. They're just talking shit to one another, and you don't know that they're gonna fight a steampunk spider in about 40 minutes. So fucking crazy.
And then he would help make Thor a reality.
Yeah, fucking, I'm sure that's exactly what happened. Vetter writes in. What the fuck? What the shit? Number 6, Jaws.
Well,
June 1st, 75. How the fuck old is? Oh wait, he says yes. It was before my day, but I did watch it in the summer.
Vetter specifically asked if he could, bend the rules a little bit, and I was like, "It's your fucking list, man."
Sure. Yeah, it just fucked me up for a second. I'm like, this Jaws. But
and
yeah,
Jaws is like one
that.
of those summer. Not only was it a summer blockbuster, but it's set in the summer.
Yeah, that's a good.
Jaws is absolutely a summer movie.
Yeah. This motherfucker is getting eaten by sharks off the coast like the past week or so.
No,
Really?
that sounds
Nice.
cool.
Good.
Yeah, fucking yeah. That's why people give me shit all the time. Why don't you like swimming in the ocean? Because motherfuckers get eaten by sharks.
Yeah, good. Take your ocean back, sharks.
There's a movie coming out about a crocodile that eats you right out of your house.
I think it's an alligator. Mahoney. Crocodiles are not native to the U.S.
No, it's
called
definitely.
Crawl, right?
Yeah.
And there's this flood in this small town, and
then the crocodile
a dad and a daughter get like trapped in their house, and an alligator terrorizes them. It actually looks pretty fucking rad.
It's a crocodile, but
now, is it produced by Raimi? It's produced by Raimi, but he didn't direct it, right?
no, he didn't direct it.
Okay.
But yeah, looks pretty good. See you guys.
The director is the guy who directed a movie called High Tension, which I really did not fucking like.
Oh.
But we'll see. Number 5 on Veterans List, Napoleon Dynamite, June 11th, 04. One of the few to catch this in a theater. He was one of the originators.
Yeah,
Number
I didn't
4.
see Napoleon Dynamite until it was in the second run theaters.
Are you guys excited for the Dynamite Comics Napoleon Dynamite sequel that's coming out?
Oh, no.
soon?
Nope.
Never even heard of it.
Number 4, Airplane. While visiting my grandparents during summer vacation, my friends introduced me to the greatest comedy of all time. Airplane's a good one. Oh, shit. Number 3, UHF.
Ooh.
I was one of maybe a dozen people in the theater. Then
Shout
I was the
out.
only one in the theater the second time I went.
Oh, man. Like, that makes me think of, we should do a topic that's just like movies you rented. Like top 6.
Incessantly.
Yeah.
UHF is a good renter.
Shout out.
Badgers? We leave the stinking Badgers. Number 2, The Usual Suspects. I knew nothing of this movie other than somebody recommended it to my friend. Little did I know it was one of the greatest movies ever made. And then number 1, Conan the Barbarian.
PanelsOnPages.com.
What?
What?
What the fuck just
Fuck yeah.
happened?
That's on my HBO as a kid list.
What the shit happened?
It sounded like
just saying the website name, Jose.
yeah, Jose. Why did you just say PanelsOnPages?
No, it cut out.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
So you just angrily said the website name?
No, I was saying shout out
Oh,
PanelsOnPages.com.
http://panelsonpages.com, motherfucker.
okay. Well, what was your shout
I
out?
did a UHF
Oh yeah,
article.
it was like a hidden gem or something.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, there you go.
okay.
There it is.
Shout
Took me a
out,
minute, but I got there.
shout out, PanelsOnPages.com.
Yeah.
And the number
Shout
1, Conan the Barbarian. He says, fun fact, Conan does not speak for the first 22 minutes. He then answers the question, what is best in life, making his cinema dialogue unforgettable.
What is it?
It's a good ass movie.
It's
To conquer your enemies, see the
Yes.
difference before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
yes. There we go.
I always remember that last part.
The lamentations of their women.
Cross your enemies, see the driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women's. I feel like I watched it not long ago, though, and it's not a very good movie.
No, that movie still rules.
Yeah. No.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm thinking of the second one.
The Destroyer?
That's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Conan the Destroyer sucks, because it's like...
Is that the one where
PG
he
or
fights
some
the
shit.
monster, or was that the first one?
The first one he fights James Earl Jones as a snake monster.
Yeah, he fights the giant ass snake.
Oh man,
Big
we
snake,
should
yeah.
do a Conan movie night because I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Conan's
Holy
the
shit.
shit. Conan's
There's a
the
movie
shit.
from that era that I've seen that you haven't? What the
Like
fuck?
I know of Conan, but I don't know if I've ever like sat down and watched it as an adult, like and have been present.
I'm feeling the same way, Knize. I have heard that line, and I know, like, I can picture it in my head, but I couldn't tell you anything
Yeah,
about that
I
movie.
could picture.
This is prime Schwarzenegger.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I can picture Schwarzenegger just cutting dudes,
Greasy.
Fucking beefy shred.
just angry, just ah.
That's what got him to that job, is
Yeah.
those words to live by. He came in and he put that in the script. He said, build a movie around these lines.
So he's like 75 now, Schwarzenegger.
Did you see him get fucking jumped
Drop
up in the
kicked?
back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some kid comes running up, jumps in the air, kicks him in the back with both his feet. He barely even moved.
It's
He
called
thought
a
he just
drop
got
kick,
bumped
Mahoney.
He's like, I thought a bird landed on my arm.
And that kid got fucking
Oh,
Bret
yeah.
Hart.
I was ready to
Sure
check
he-
the bird for any bracelets.
Kristen Allen writes
I don't
in,
like when birds are wearing clothes.
I like this list. This is a good list. Kristen Allen writes in. She said she figures there would be some overlap, so I went with a different direction. Top 6 set in the summer horror movies. I like it.
On brand like a motherfucker.
100%. Number 6, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, both the 76 and 2014 versions.
I've literally never heard of either
Nope.
of those.
Same reaction.
For real?
My reaction was, "Oh, there was one in 2014. Never heard of that either."
I
Yeah.
got you back on this one.
No, I'm not dissing it at all. I just literally have never heard of it.
Just not my scene.
Number 5, The Devil's Rejects, which that's a tough watch, man. There's some gnarly shit in that movie. It's a good one though. Number 4, Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp, is that the one where the chick's a dude?
Fucking spoilers, bro.
And wait, is that the correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it is.
It's a very problematic movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I say bad things? Is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think
Oh, and I'll
so.
tell you tomorrow.
Okay.
You ruined it for me.
And then number 3, she goes, It. I'm going to assume the new one.
Oh yes.
Oh, that was a summer movie.
And man, fucking the trailers for I saw the big screen trailer for the new one.
It took place in the summer. It came out in September, but
yeah, it takes place in the summer.
That's Kristen's list, though.
Number 2, Friday the 13th, parts 1 and 2, and number 4,
Summer Camp.
the OG '74 Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, that movie is still something else. That movie borders on fucking snuff film at times.
Yeah, that scene fucking gets me where he bonks the guy in the head with the hammer and slams the fucking door
like
shut.
Probably shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah, that's a gnarly one. Then Juggalo John on the Twitter writes in number 6. That's right, Batman Returns.
Yep.
Which I always feel like should have been a Christmas movie, but that shit came out in the summer.
Set during Christmas, but came out during the summer. Exactly.
That's right. Number 5, American Pie. That's a good one.
Oh man.
Yep.
I had an American Pie poster on my wall.
And Elizabeth all day.
Yeah.
Number 4, Independence Day. Number 3, Star Trek 4, 5, and 6. Saw all 3 in the theater.
I remember seeing Voyage Home in the theater with the whales.
Number 2, the first Raimi Spider-Man movie, and he says he lumps all number 1, the Back to the Future trilogy altogether.
I like that pick a lot. I don't remember seeing Back to the Future in the theater, but I do remember seeing Back to the Future 2 and 3 vividly as summer movies.
Anything on the Facebook or no?
Yes.
What we got?
Got a couple. Matthew Hott, Shark, writes in. Honorable mention to movies I was too young or wasn't born for. Jaws, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Top Gun, and Caddyshack. And then his top 6. Number 6, Apollo 13.
Oh, wow.
Tom Hanks had that run for a few summers where he was the man of the summer. Forrest Gump, Apollo 13. He was killing it back then. Number 5, Jurassic World, which was huge.
All right.
Number 4, The Incredibles 2.
That's a fucking good movie.
It is good. I love those Incredible movies.
I still haven't seen that one.
Number 3, Independence Day. Incredibles 2, I believe, is on Netflix right now.
It is, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that and then New Place. Naked.
You're going to have to watch so much stuff.
Fuck yeah. I might actually get to finish Punisher.
He's just going to watch Rizzoli and Isles.
Naked.
Number 2, The Dark Knight. And number 1, Jurassic Park. And then Blast from the Past, $1 Million Geek, Ernie Vasquez writes in his top 6.
What?
His kid must be in college by now.
Number 6, Southpaw, which was that Jake Gyllenhaal or was that Christian?
I believe so.
Okay.
With that Eminem song.
Number 5,
Spaghetti. That one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
Look that one up, boys.
Yeah,
and girls.
spaghetti.
I was like, I know I've got it. I got it somewhere. Number 5, Furious 7. Which one was that? Was that Statham?
Hey, Statham.
Was that
Good
what
friends.
Paul Walker rides off into the sunset?
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Number 4, Man of Steel.
What?
Bold choice.
Your takes are bad.
You want to talk
That's
about?
a great movie, man.
Yeah,
It's really not.
I still,
It's a good movie.
I still stand for Man of Steel, but I wouldn't put it anywhere near my top 6 summer movies.
Oh, I didn't say that, but I said it's a
Right.
good movie. Goddamn. Give me a little bit.
I'm on your side.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Okay, high five.
Number 3, Iron Man.
High five, neighbor.
Iron Man 2.
That's a good summer movie.
Yeah, I liked Iron Man 2. Definitely more than Iron Man 3.
Number 2, The Dark Knight, and number 1, Avengers.
Solid.
J-Pop in the chat confirms Furious 7 is Statham and Paul Walker rides off in the end. Spoilers.
Yeah, I have not seen one of those Furious movies in a very long time, but I really want to see this dumbass Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, have you seen
Totally.
the
Yeah, that
new
looks
Calvin
like a
and
good
Hobbs
time.
trailer?
Totally agree. I've never seen any Fast and the Furious movie, and I'm going to see
That
that movie.
Fast 5 was awesome.
When Idris Elba's like, I'm Black Superman, and fucking jumps up a truck, I'm like, fuck yeah, Black Superman.
I want to see this ridiculously stupid series of events where they hook a whole bunch of cars together with chains and stop a helicopter from taking
The
off.
Rock doesn't get pulled in too.
Yeah.
Or just like let go of the helicopter.
Yeah, I feel he. I was watching some video. It showed The Rock saying he's supposed to have some meeting with Feige.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So what?
Isn't he supposed to be goddamn fucking? Where's this goddamn Black Adam at?
Well, that's DC, man.
That's what I'm saying. So why
Yeah,
are you
that's
talking to,
never
why
gonna
you
happen.
talking to Marvel?
He had a video the other day that I watched on Instagram, the superior social media network, and he was talking about Shazam and congratulating the people of Shazam, and he was like, "Yeah, like this movie when they were making it, like I had to go to the studio execs and be like, nah, man, take my character out of this movie, and make it its own thing. But like, props to you guys for all your success." And I was like, oh. So there's the behind-the-scenes story of why Black Adam is not in Shazam, because The Rock said, "This is a dumpster fire. Remove me from this."
People like that movie.
They did, but apparently not The Rock.
Or he was just like, no, this character needs like his own movie to start off with. I can't come in and just start fucking dropping his dick in the dirt.
He's like, no, you want me to be the second guy? No, I'm the first guy you see on the screen.
And Rock was like, okay, how about a Black Adam movie? And they're all like, good, okay, Rock.
They were like, whatever.
And then he fucking turns and Muttley laughs. Never happened.
That's awesome. And then I think I got one more on the Twitter.
Yeah, John Michael.
Our boy John Michael. And he
Yeah,
says,
boy.
number 6, Batman Begins. The summer of 2005 was kind of magical. My friend and I went to a ton of movies, and this movie was the crown jewel, redeeming Batman for live action. Number 5, Toy Story 3. Oof. This was a perfect conclusion to the story. I remember crying so hard during the incinerator scene. I really hope they don't mess it up with the 4th one. Dude, I cried so hard during the incinerator scene that my kid had to ask me if I was okay.
Pop goes the 4th,
Sad
baby.
fucking thing. When they all just accept their impending deaths.
Yeah, they're all going to just die together because they love each other. I'm just like, yeah. My daughter's 4. She's like, are you okay, Dad? I'm like, I'm fine.
Think about it, though. How many times a day does that exact scene happen at that incinerator? Just a bunch of a single kid's toys that just have to join hands and be like, okay, this is the end, everybody.
Number 4, Iron Man. The movie started the obsession with the MCU. Number 3, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. He says, I'm cheating a bit by listing all the whole Raymond trilogy. These movies brought me so much joy. I don't think they held up particularly well, but there's a campy fun to them. And yes, I like the 3rd one. I used to defend it pretty strongly. That's fucking bananas.
All right.
Number 2, The Dark Knight. You know, the actual good Dark Knight movie. No disrespect to Dark Knight Rises, but, you know, Dark Knight. He said, I delayed jaw surgery in order to watch this in theaters, and it was worth it.
Oh, John Michael.
Number 1, The Avengers. While it's rather small in scale compared to Infinity War and Endgame, I'll never forget the excitement of seeing the first big team up. Awesome. And then honorable mentions to Captain America 1, Mission Impossible 5 and 6, and the 2009 Star Trek. That's a fucking good movie.
Very summary.
That is a good movie. Yeah, very summary.
Yeah, and he says it was great fun and the first Star Trek thing I enjoyed. And simply the Star Trek thing I enjoyed the most. Those Abrams movies are fun. I like those movies. So, and then what you got, Jose? Take us home.
All right.
Well, I
Number
still got
one,
my list.
Shout out to Friday the 13th, Summer Sam. I know what you did last summer. Solo and fucking Summer School.
Summer School.
Because I was doing research, and before I got through the list, kind of like what happened to you, where it was just movies with summer. And I was like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
But so shout outs, because all cool with all them movies, shout out worthy. We got Face Off, number 6.
Yeah.
Loved watching that movie in the theater.
What a dumb fucking idea.
Yeah.
Like, if we take Jose's face off and put it on me, I don't just look like Jose.
But it's such a cool movie.
Oh, yeah.
Off. And, like, again, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
That was like his fucking Pulp Fiction.
Those crazy ass gold handguns.
I mean,
I
leaving
got
Las
District
Vegas.
9 as
District
well.
9, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
On
went
mushrooms.
to see District 9, finishing the mushrooms we drove back from Chicago with.
Oh, no.
After Wizard World.
Got pulled over by the cops in Metropolis for speeding. Which I have, well, back when I had a shelf, I had my speeding ticket on the shelf hanging, held by a kryptonite rock that we bought in Metropolis. I got number 4, Mad Max. That was fucking cool as shit watching it in the theater. Just a big fucking loud, fast, intense, in your face, just fucking, the soundtrack was nuts. It was good. Good shit. Number 3, Dark Knight, because fucking duh. Now, I didn't put any Marvel movies on here. I thought maybe it was like an option, but I thought we said no Marvel. Or for whatever reason that stuck with me. So either way, whatever. No Marvel.
Marvel's great, though.
But yeah, Marvel's great. Shout out to any Marvel and all Marvel movies, especially Captain America. Word up. What? Dark Knight, because fucking it sucks he died, but you had to see what Nolan was going to do, because fucking Batman Begins, nobody knew what the fuck that was. It got a bad rap because nobody knew what was going on. And then by Dark Knight, everyone was like, oh, we're in. Let's fucking see this thing. And then when IMAX, it was a beyond his passing, Nolan made it a larger than life experience.
People going to see some other fucking movie just because he had the trailer for Dark Knight on it. The big IMAX thing.
What was it? I Am Legend played the first.
That was it. Yeah.
The bank robbery scene.
Yeah.
And I remember we sat through the entire credits thinking there was going to be something at the end because the music kept building and there wasn't. And then it was raining out and it was hot and steamy. It was a real memorable movie-going experience.
Yeah. Number 2, fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
You walked out of the theaters expecting to look up and see a dinosaur and be cool with it. Like, no, dinosaurs are real again.
Just being bummed that it didn't happen.
Yeah, they're bad. And it was just fucking, again, great practical effects. And I'm a lover of
the practical.
CG's cool when needed, but if you can fucking do it right, because that's a dying skill.
Amen.
And then number 1, high five, Hahoni, because fucking Independence Day.
Yeah.
I started talking about it last week, but I walked out of that movie theater thinking we did it. Like, no, we won. Like, I felt like fucking changed. Like I was in the fight with him. I went through this fight. Like, Earth was almost destroyed, but no, we fucking made it through this thing.
Whichever one of you said that Independence Day is objectively a bad movie, I could not disagree more.
Lee said it.
Not very good.
Independence Day is wonderful, and I would imagine if you released it today, would be the best movie of the year.
And like those are the kinds of balls you would expect and want from a president. Like when shit's sour and there's real fucking aliens whiplashing all around the fucking world. Nah, fuck that. Give him a badass speech and jump in the fucking plane. Let's go, boys. But it was like we fucking it's a different world out there now. Like,
yeah, Jose was so encouraged by Independence Day that when 9/11 happened, he was just like, "We got this. We've prepared for this."
yeah. Aliens, they're gonna find them. The bottom of everything. But yeah, loved that movie. Love the fucking just the rush after. Been chasing that rush ever since.
And that was one of the first where it was like, shows are selling out. Like they're adding extra show times. Like they moved the release date up a day with that same week because they're like, we can't handle all the people that want to see this.
And shout out to Popcorn.
The podcast.
Shout out PanelsOnPages.com.
Taking it back.
All right, Lee, you did say that Jose was bringing us home, but I still haven't said my list.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, you don't get to do yours.
We're
Sorry,
home.
we're moving on.
I'll do it real quick.
You're the veteran for this week. No one for you.
The ink is all on your hands.
It's got the ink on your hands.
So I'm a June baby. So like
every time you gotta turn the page, you gotta wash your hands.
So like. My birthday would always kind of coincide with the summer movie season, so I always kind of conflated the two. And like every year, my birthday party would be like we would go to see that big movie that's going on. The first one, my number 6, Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy ruled.
Fantastic. Went and saw it for my birthday.
I've never seen that all the way through.
Then like I got all of those action figures that year for my birthday. We were searching.
Everyone's pretending to talk on their watches for the whole summer.
We searched for that Madonna blank action figure all summer. Never found it.
Got weird boners every time you watch the movie.
Yeah. Number 5, Lion King. One of those where I remember where I was, how I felt. Like I feel like I can remember what the weather was like outside.
Just another one that gave you weird boners.
Yeah, a transformative experience. The Lion King was. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Another one that was like the big present I got that year for my birthday was a plush Roger Rabbit. And my dad was like, "This is the last stuffed animal I'm fucking buying you. You're a man." But
like, okay.
And then I was Roger Rabbit for Halloween that year. So
I do remember those photos. They're adorable.
Big effect on my life.
Wearing the skin of the stuffed animal.
And Jessica Rabbit, come on. My number 3, I'm going to combine Independence Day and Men in Black because that's that Will Smith era. He was the king of summer back then. Give it up to him. We've talked about both those movies plenty. Men in Black was another birthday movie. Number 2, I'm going to combine the 89 Batman and Dark Knight. Dark Knight we've talked about, but 89 Batman, I feel like that was the first movie I remember being like a phenomenon where it was on everything and it defined that summer. And then I was the Joker for Halloween that year.
Yep.
My birthday was all the Toy Biz Batman action figures. Fucking such good memories. I got the book that was like the behind the scenes of Batman with all the sketches of the Batmobile and like a forward by Bob.
Remember the
Kane
book that came with the sticker?
Sticker books?
It was the one that was like but they were like scenes from the movies.
Yeah, where like you had the little stickers and you had to make the scene like with 4 or 5 stickers.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
okay.
Turtles had one.
Yes. You weren't really reacting to my description. I was like, is there some other sticker book Jose's talking about?
Let's let it go.
And then my number one, as far as summer movies go, and this might be a little controversial that I'm throwing this one in there too, but Jurassic Park and The Lost World. It was at that point where I wasn't just like watching movies anymore. Like I was into how movies are made, and it was one of those experiences in life. I remember one day my dad just bringing up, this was before I knew it was a movie or even that it was a book. He brought up the topic of Jurassic Park, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, whoa. They got fucking dinosaurs?
What? Dinosaurs?
Sign me up. Like, there is a theme park with dinosaurs? Let's go right now.
You know what? I will second The Lost World. That movie gets a lot of
The Lost World gets a lot of shit, but as far as like summer movie feeling, those first two Jurassic Park movies really did it for me. Real quick shout outs. No one mentioned Speed. Speed is great.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I remember showing up to that one late and getting there just like as young Indiana Jones was stealing that cross from the bad guys. Last Action Hero, which is just...
We need to watch that motherfucker.
Last Action Hero is fantastic. And then just a few others. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, The Rocketeer, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Twister, The Mummy. The Mummy's shit, but like as far as summer movies go, pretty cool. Pretty good time. And also Step Brothers. I remember that being a summer movie, and that one wrecked my shit.
The Mummy is in the same veins as those Zorro movies, except I'd say the Zorro movies are probably a little bit better.
And I think the Mummy movies knew that they were shitty, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're very much self-aware.
Especially by Mummy Returns, they knew they were shitty.
The Rocketeer is wonderful, though.
Yes.
What happened to that shared universe they were trying to do?
Well, that was different.
The Rocketeer and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, I had the novelization of the movie, and I read them cover to cover.
That's hardcore.
Those movies came out. So let's talk.
You're in it to win it.
Let's talk next week. Zero sent this idea on Twitter. He says, we've been pretty positive with our top sixes. What's your favorite? What's the best? Etc. Now let's shit on things. So he says, top six falls from grace and when it happened. It can be an actor like Johnny Depp with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I think my number one is going to be O.J. Simpson.
It'd be fiction like...
I'll let you pick one.
Number one, Chris Benoit.
It could be fiction like the Terminator franchise with Terminator 3. Whatever. So I was kind of like, okay, like when top six times something jumped the shark, essentially. Or we could just do it as falls from grace.
I think the jump the sharks is good because that's you can do real life or you can do fiction in that. Cool. That's a big catch. I like that.
Zero, you like that? You agree with that? Give me the thumbs up in the chat, and we'll do that for next week. Top six things that jump the shark. How about that?
Yeah, and whatever that means. That can mean real life. It can mean franchise, whatever the fuck.
Well, yeah, and if you don't know what jump the shark means,
six things jump six sharks.
It's the moment something just turns to shit. Just goes from being a good thing to a bad thing. Let's see.
Dexter season 5.
Yeah, Dexter season 5. I'd even give it like Dexter season 6. Zero says A+.
What's your face, right? 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, that's with Lumen.
Yeah, I like that season. I thought that was a weird season. It did not live up to season 4, but
it certainly wasn't as bad as the others.
The Edward James Olmos season, and then the Deb season. No.
The Deb season.
She just became a straight up Deb. Just a Debbie Downer. So much. She was such a Debbie Downer on that show that when she saw me in real life, she Debbie Downered me.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Fucking bitch.
No names. All right, so next week, top six Jump the sharks. I
Yeah.
like it.
Top 6 things to
when
jump the
Brett
shark.
Spiner when Data got us kicked out.
Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah, so
us,
what-
right?
I like it. All right, so that's next week. Let's talk comic books. Get the fuck out of here because I really got
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
Gotta wash those hands.
That guy does a pretty good Kelly impersonation.
Be quick. I actually read barely fuck all because I've been busy, not having birds and
Washing your hands.
spamming 75 and turkey cheeses.
I
Spamming
was
Sounded like you just said
CGI
75 cheeses. Like I didn't have a lot of time to read comics because I was eating 75 cheeses.
so many cheeses. No, but what I did was pretty good. I no stinkers. What I have read so far. I think that new Runaways book is still really, really good. This is a great issue. This fucking Chase as all of us, just doing all the things. I'm like, oh yeah, identify with this fucking dude. And a 2-page spread with Carolina at her therapist's office, and just lots of like great body language. Like really just, you don't have to even read the words, and you know what the fuck's happening in that scene. And there's like 20 panels laid out side by side. It's very, very good. Good bit of acting, as it were. It's very solid. And then actions. Oh, I lied. There was a stinker. The last thing I'll talk about, just because I want to get the fuck out of here because I need to pee, is Detective Comics 1004, where it tells the origin of the Arkham Knight. You guys want to know the origin of the Arkham Knight?
They doing it different from the game. They just took the character and they're giving it a different.
Yeah,
thing.
it's Aquaman again.
It is nothing like it was in the game.
Is the Arkham Knight Aquaman? Because that would be great.
No,
I was just telling people it was.
Yeah. It's for funsies. So they find out in the last issue that the Arkham Knight, who is on a crusade to, fucking kill Batman for some reason, is fucking Dr. Arkham of Arkham Asylum fame's daughter. So here's what happened. So he met this doctor lady at Arkham, and they're like, oh yeah, we should fucking get together. And they get married. And everybody loves this doctor lady that he marries, and they get pregnant. And everyone loves her. She's great. All the inmates love her very much. Even like Joker likes her because she's all caring and loving and shit. And one day there's a riot, and Dr. Arkham's like, "Oh shit, I can't find my doctor lady wife person. I'm really terrified." Oh, but don't worry. The Joker was there to deliver the baby, and
Nice.
Grundy helped protect the baby while Joker and Clayface helped deliver the baby. And in the scuffle, Batman showed up, and some asshole picked up a batarang and threw it through Clayface, who was being a privacy wall, so none of the other inmates could see her vagine. And so then she got killed with a batarang. And everybody got real sad when this batarang killed this lady. And so Grundy killed the guy who threw the batarang, and all the other supervillains just got all quiet and went back to her cell. And so Dr. Arkham is like, I know what I'll do. I'll just raise this baby in the asylum. And so she just spends her whole life running around in vents and shit like that, and having Joker read storybooks to her and shit. And every once in a while she'd oh shit, Batman's here. He's gonna fuck up all my friends. And that's why she hates Batman, because he used to beat up all of her friends because she grew up in the asylum, you see. And then one day she found some security footage and sees a batarang kill her mom. So she's like, okay, Batman, this guy who beats up all my friends, also apparently killed my mom. So I'm going to craft an elaborate night persona and kill Batman. That's what happened in this one. It's real fucking stupid.
That makes sense.
It felt like it was 700 pages long, and it just kept getting dumber. I'm like, are you fucking serious with this?
I can't really weigh in and say what I would do if my wife were to be killed by a batarang in the process of having a baby. But raise that baby in an insane asylum is not really towards the top of the list.
Unless you were already cuckoo.
No. And he was like, yeah, I was just still doing my therapy and shit, still taking care of my patients. And like, every once in a while, she just fuck off and go crawling through the vents and hang out with the Joker for a while. Like, no, you fucking dummy. It's real.
I was like, oh, is the baby crawling through the vents again? That's probably fine.
It happens.
Those kids are rascals. Just rascals. It's real stupid. What you got, Kelly?
I have one of the most delightful comics I've read all year, which was War of the Realms Strike Force Land of the Giants.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun words in the same order. I like it.
So in that one, you followed the group of superheroes that went to go rescue Thor from Giant Land. You know, that scene where he's like fucking just wailing on...
Yeah, bring me more giants!
Yeah. See, this is about how, the story of how Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, and Captain America found him.
Okay.
So they're all like getting ready to go get him, and they're in like an Asgardian armory, and everyone's grabbing weapons and stuff, and Spider-Man's like, man, like swords and stuff. He's like, that's not my thing. So then Captain America's like, well, how about a shield? That's done me well. He's like, oh yeah, cool. And then Wolverine hands him a helmet, and he's like, here, wear this. He's like, oh, okay, cool. So then they go out, and they're riding their Pegasuses and going into battle. And they're all doing stuff and using their magic sword powers. And Spider-Man's like, hey, guys, what does my stuff do? Like, what's his hat do? And Wolverine's like, what? How would I know? Well, because you gave it to me. And he goes, well, I gave it to you because it looked stupid. Like, oh, okay. So then he's like just talking to himself and calling his horse Buttercup. And then the horse starts talking to him. And that's when he realizes the hat gives him magical animal speaking to abilities.
That is outstanding.
And so there's just a full page of Spider-Man talking to a horse and just going, and then and the final panel is Luke Cage going, seriously, what the fuck is happening?
That is outstanding.
It's a fantastic issue.
That's awesome. Outstanding.
Let's see what else. Dial H for Hero is still really good. This issue, the dial came up on like, I don't know, I can't remember what their power was, but it made everything look like a 90s Vertigo comic.
Oh.
Like, that book rules. Have you read that at all, Lee?
I have not, no.
It's incredible to look at because Joe Quinones is doing so many different styles at once. Like in the issue 2, there's like one single page where he's doing his own style, a style like Akira Toriyama, and another style that's like more of a mecha manga.
Okay.
Like, all on the same page. It's pretty amazing to look at.
Huh, all right.
Yeah, no, I highly recommend Dial H for Hero. It's really good. And then I've been reading some of those Amazing Spider-Man Epic collections. So I am reading some like late 80s Spider-Man right now.
All right.
Getting up in that Toddy McFarlane stuff.
Yeah. Lots of lines.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, there's so many lines. I just drew everything like spaghetti and made his arms and legs go everywhere.
Sounds like the John Romita Jr. approach. Just draw a shitload of lines and hand it to the inker.
Oh, that's accurate.
No, John Romita Jr. draws squares.
Yeah, made out of lines. He doesn't draw squares, just eventually the lines intersect and boom, squares.
Yeah, so poor I guess I'll figure it out.
I was doing a character at work this past weekend where I was Todd McFarlane.
Doing a character?
Whereas Todd McFarlane, who just says nonsense phrases like that, and he thinks he's giving deep advice, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, my favorite was,
I was telling Rob, you got to think of it this way. There hasn't been an eclipse that a whale hasn't seen. My greatest regret in life is buying that baseball signed by Mark McGrath.
Oh, that's so stupid. I like it. I like it. Anything else?
I don't like Sugar Ray.
Anything we're talking about, Mahoney?
No, I haven't read any comics.
All right. Knize, what you got?
I know you've seen Guava Island though, right, Mahoney?
I have seen Guava Island. That was cool.
On Amazon Prime, Guava Island. It's about an hour long. It's Donald Glover. It's Rihanna. It's a musical set on this island nation that's controlled by this fucking oppressive regime. And Donald Glover's a down on his luck musician, just trying to get his festival together. And it's shot on location in on film, 8mm film. It looks like pretty cool.
You could put that in a Nissan Sentra.
They do a version of This Is America in a warehouse scene that is very cool. They kind of recreate the song. Letitia Wright's in it. Shuri from Black Panther.
Nice.
Rihanna does not wear a bra, and it is pretty cool. I would be approved of that, but yeah, man, that This Is America bit.
Don't catch you slipping now.
Oh yeah.
Don't catch you slipping.
Lee, what's up? You know that song, right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Look at the poop.
Oh, yeah. In the background.
This is America.
Yeah.
Don't catch you slipping now.
Middle fingers up.
Far background to that shot. An unflushed toilet.
I think I see it in HD. I think I see
God
it.
damn it.
But yeah, if you got Prime and you're a fan of Donald Glover, check it out. It's a quick little watch that is just kind of chilled out story.
And then you'll be pissed at him because the movie opens with this new Donald Glover song that he didn't fucking release.
Yeah.
He just sings it in the movie and you can't listen to it ever again.
YouTube.
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but I don't want the 45-second YouTube version of the I want the song.
I'll find it for you.
Okay, thanks, Jose.
Just turn on Prime in the background. Just play the movie on a loop.
What you got, Jose?
I read a motherfucking lease agreement.
Did you?
No.
Yeah.
You signed a lease agreement.
No, we read it all. Because no, she slid it up. Well, number one, she opened up a screen. I saw a price. I'm like, no, that's not us, right? Like, that's not the price we talked about. She's like, nah, that's not you guys. I'm like, all right. I don't mean to be looking over your shoulder, but that price ain't right. Oh no,
Very happy for you, Jose.
So we'll see what's up.
Very happy for you. That's fucking amazing. Good job, man. Good job.
Fucking adulting.
All right. It's a quality show. I'm going to call it. That was a quality show we just did.
Good show.
It's good.
Well, this time...
And my Todd McFarlane character would also just eventually devolve into just saying, Spawn! 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 like a bird.
You'll be in Japan this time next week, Kelly.
Right. Yeah, that's
Spawn!
right.
I will be. Maybe I'll be on the show for at least a little bit. Depends.
We'll see. But you're
It'd be
also
kind of fun.
You're also
If you're in Japan,
we should have given you a GoPro.
If you're in Japan, Kelly, be in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the show is at 11 in the morning.
Yeah,
Go
no, I
be
get
in
it.
it.
Japan is Japan 24/7.
And don't you come back marrying a pillow.
You can marry whatever pillow you want, Kelly.
No.
This is my new wife. I put her in the overhead storage compartment on the way back.
Don't listen to unwoke uncle over here.
I would rather you sex with a sex robot or sex doll. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Pillow? No.
I draw the limit on pillow.
Every uncle has his limits. All right, so we'll do that next
That
week. We'll
sounds
talk
like a
about
Tom saying.
your top 6 jump the shark moments, people's, things, places, whatever. Like, when did fucking Cleveland jump the shark? Let us know.
When the fuck did Popcorn jump the shark and think it was a chip?
Fuck out of here with popcorn as chips.
Wait, did you just ask when the Cleveland show jumped the shark?
No, it's Cleveland, like the city.
The city.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Like,
when they lost the Browns, wasn't it?
Willis, I didn't. That was rhetorical.
Oh, that was dirty. Yeah, they did it dirty.
Rhetorical. No, let's get deep into this. Let's figure out the exact point.
I
in
gotta
time.
pee. I'm done.
Lee, there's no time to pee. We have to figure this out.
Yeah, we gotta discuss this.
Email us.
This is a topic that needs
Panels
talk
on
about.
Pages. Leave us a voice.
When did Manny Ramirez leave the Indians?
551 or hit us on the Twitter at Panels on Pages.
Hey,
And we'll
wherever you listen to the show, if you can give us a review, you should do that.
Yeah, we very much appreciate it.
Yeah. Solid 6.5 show.
And sign the petition to make popcorn chips.
I'm listening to it right here live, so I'll say 2 thumbs up. Love it.
Nice.
That doesn't
Are
count.
you at a movie while you're listening to us right now?
Oh yeah, everyone here is pissed.
Some dude in the back's throwing his blueberries at you.
I'm seeing The Intruder.
Oh no.
We'll be back at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. We'll talk about all kinds of other nonsense as well.
Yeah, we
I
can hear
have
the
a
story
special
of
guest
the
next
time-
week.
We can hear the story of the time Lee pissed himself trying to end the podcast.
I'm gonna pee so bad, you guys.
Bucket.
Time a wiener and not like a balloon.
You're gonna try to go, and somebody's gonna be in there filming something.
God damn it. Don't have
catch you
kids, you guys.
slipping.
Don't do it. All right,
Hold on, I'm prepping the set.
Hey, Guzman. Kelly Harris. And goodbye, Mahoney. I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Talk to you fools next week. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this, you fucking Google ass bitch.